Boys in the back. Boys in the
good.
back.
We are back with another episode of The Boys in the Back. This time, the boys in the Bayou in honor of UFC 318 going down in New Orleans this weekend. I am Connor Burks. Join alongside me, as always, New York Rick. We make up 2/3 of the Boys in the Bayou. Frankie, how we doing back there, brother?
Doing great, man. Thank you for checking in.
Hey, of course, man. I know you get cranky if we don't.
What
if we
a
don't ask
corporate
you how
answer.
you doing.
What a down the
Every
line.
time I'm telling you, like, you could tee the guy up, be like, "Tell me why you're hyped for XYZ, Frank," and then I'll just be like,
It'll be great.
Because
Did
it's
you
gonna
have
be
a good
great.
birthday yesterday?
Yeah, no thanks to you though. Nah, I'm just kidding. We had a great dinner.
We went next door.
We went next door, baby. I am hyped to be here. Massive weekend in combat sports ahead of us. UFC 318, Usyk Dubois 2, KSW 108. People forget about that. PFL Africa. Yeah, there it is. Pacquiao Barrios.
Pacquiao.
The return of Manny Pacquiao, and he's fighting for a title. Bam Rodriguez also fighting. It's going to be a packed Saturday. It's going to be great, and we're here to get you ready. The boys in the bayou. The boys on the bayou. It's been stuck in my head all morning, baby. Frankie started singing it.
Pretty good.
We will do a deep dive on all of those fights that we just mentioned, but before we get to that, a bit of news last night. The ESPYs happened, and I swear, like, growing up my whole life, July 16th is my birthday. I swear, like, 90% of the time, the ESPYs are on my birthday.
Oh, interesting.
It doesn't matter if it's a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. I swear, like, it always feels like maybe it's just because it's the week of.
Now, were you an ESPYs watcher?
I was until like 2010, 2011.
Same.
That's kind of when I started fading off. I did watch last night. Shane Gillis was pretty good.
When Peyton was like the host all those years, that was like the prime era for me. Obviously, the Norm Macdonald performance was legendary, but I still watched every year when it was like Peyton would host all the time. Then I start to fall off at some point.
Yeah, and then like I also just like I used to care a lot more about sports. Like I used to just be so locked in on every single sport, NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL. I was locked in on everything. Now I don't have the time. But I did watch last night. Shane Gillis was
Shout out Shane Gillis.
good. Shout out to the ESPYs. But on the red carpet beforehand, our guy repping MMA, Johnny Bones Jones, was asked about retirement, was asked about the White House fight, and he had this to say: to be able to entertain the country and the world at this level, at the White House, it just means the world to me. So I'm back.
He's back.
He's back. The shortest retirement of all time.
Yeah, Dana White earlier this week claiming like 4 days after retirement, Jon Jones called him to get back in the pool. So I guess Jon Jones is back. He says he's back.
Have times ever been higher? Jon Jones is back in the pool. Conor McGregor is back in the pool. UFC's back.
Yeah, do you think they'll fight, though?
All right, so, oh, man, the answer to both of those is tough. I will say in Jon Jones' defense, this is the first time since the Stipe fight that he's been like, oh, yeah, I'll fight. It feels like he has something motivating him with the White House card. I think the only way he fights is if it's the White House card and he gets to be, I would assume, the main event of that. So, like, this is the first time where he's like, yep, I'm back. I want to go fight. Where he even said, whoever is the heavyweight champion for the White House card is who I'll fight.
My only hesitation is it's easy to say that now.
Of course, yeah.
We're a year away.
It's also easy to say that you're going to do a card at the White House.
Yeah, you're skeptical on that. I think that happens no matter what.
I'm hoping we get a black and white highlight reel of how many times me shitting on it, and then it actually happens.
Well, famously, myself, Petesy shit on UFC 300, and then we ended up in the black and white. Like,
I'm hoping
look at these shitty media guys shitting on UFC 300. Meanwhile, we did nothing of the sort, and then we ended up in the video. So maybe you will end up in the anti-White House video, the doubter.
Well, not anti-White House. Let's not say that. Anti-UFC White House.
There you go. Anti-UFC event at the White House.
Yeah.
Can't be anti-White House. I think Jon Jones is motivated at this moment when it feels that far away. If the time draws nearer and Tom Aspinall is still the champion, I don't foresee him ultimately jumping at it.
So you think that if Tom Aspinall gets dethroned,
It becomes more likely.
It becomes more likely. But you think no matter what, even if it's Tom Aspinall, he will not fight.
If he were to fight
White House,
if he were to fight Tom Aspinall, it feels like an admission of defeat almost, and like he's standing on principle right now. His principle is like, Tom didn't do enough. I don't want to do it. Maybe he can convince himself by the time that rolls around, like, okay, Tom's got a win over Cyril Gane and maybe Jalton Almeida and who knows what else, and he can get himself up for it. No, actually, probably not. By the time he beats, let's say he faces Cyril Gane in October, beats him there, do you even try to squeeze one more in before this potential like White House thing? And then if you're Tom, this thing's so messy.
if you do it in October, you could do a fight in February.
What happens if that's a dust up? What happens if you can't now make it to July?
Yeah.
And if you're Tom Aspinall, do you sit on the sidelines one more time going, well, John said he's going to fight at the White House, so I'm going to wait for him. Do you do that one more time if you're Tom Aspinall? It is prickly stuff. I am not a fan of how this has kind of played out at the end of Jon Jones's run. But ultimately, if his word is that this White House thing has motivated him again, and Dana White's word is, I would love to have Jon Jones headline our White House card, I guess full steam ahead. I don't know. It's too early. I can't care about this until we get closer.
I am with you. I don't know if any of this is going to happen, but I will say this does feel like the thing that would get Jon Jones
saying
going.
definitively I'm back is interesting because he's been waffling for the last however many months. So that's at least something, but I don't know. I'm still skeptical.
Would be incredible. Conor also back in the pool. I mean, I know Dana White, when he was talking to the Nelk boys, they asked, would you put Jon and Conor on the same card? And he was like, maybe.
Hell no.
There's no chance.
No. He's been talking about, by the way, everybody's kind of falling for the same thing when he said for UFC 300, like, you're never going to believe it. We're going to have this stack card that's going to blow your mind. Like, 300 was great. It came and it went, but it was not something that it was like Conor and Jon on the same card. Like, It is not of that caliber. He's doing that again. It's the greatest card of all time. Oh my God. And then everybody's going to be disappointed when it comes. And then it's actually, what will the fight be? The fight will be Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov rematch. Will be the headliner of the White House card, and and everybody will be like, "What the fuck happened?"
No chance. No, there's no chance. If Donnie's getting involved, then he's gonna have to do some negotiations.
Donnie Davis?
Nah, Donnie T.
Yeah, no.
45, 47. You know?
Shut up.
I mean, you got the hat on.
Yeah. No, it's not that. It's not that hat. It's a war hat.
Should I put this one on as well?
No, don't touch that. Ariel will not like that.
Even though I did buy it for him.
Yeah, but now
I didn't even buy it for him. I just bought it. And then he threw it on
took it. Yeah, but now it lives there, and do not disturb it.
Oh yeah, do not disturb anything on this set. So yeah, we'll be monitoring that, of course. Old Johnny says he's back. Conor back in the pool. Everyone wants to be on this White House card. Dana White says it's definitively happening. So this time next year. Yep, this time next year will have potentially come and gone. Who knows? But I'm sure in the next 365 or however many it is, 347, there will be plenty of speculation along the way.
I have to say one more thing. What even happens from here? Like, Tom Aspinall goes out and fights in October, and Jon Jones is just like, see you in July. Like, what even is the game plan at this point? How do you even play this shit? It's kind of ridiculous, if I'm being honest. Like, this White House thing should not be talked about again until February.
Unfortunately, it'll be the only thing that's talked about.
It's going to be bizarre. July. Because it's like, Jon Jones is back. Okay, Jon Jones is back to do what? Oh, fight in a year from now. Okay, great.
Do you know what the White House thing is? It is like the casual conversation starter when like you're speaking to someone that doesn't actually really watch fighting, but they're like, oh, I'm a huge UFC fan. They're like, what about this
How
card
about
at
that
the
White House? Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway this weekend?
Man, why not?
White House card.
Yeah.
White House cards. It's like what my mom brings up to me about MMA. That's like my real judge. If my mom is saying something to me about MMA, I know it's like heavy in the casual sphere.
She's like,
she texted me. She was
Black
like,
Dog Kyler Phillips. You know about that?
Wait, what'd you say, Mom? She's like, yeah, my breakout fighter of the year. Oh shit, Mom, you know ball. No, my mom texted me and was like, they're gonna do a UFC card at the White House.
Yeah, my mom as well.
Yeah, and then I was at a bar recently, and someone started talking to me about it, and they were just like, oh yeah, doing a card at the White House. I was just like,
yep.
I remember when I was watching when Holly Holm head kicked Ronda Rousey. It's just like
That's always the follow-up. That's always
Conor
the follow-up.
McGregor, Jon Jones, Holly Holm head kicking Ronda Rousey. Those are the three.
Yeah.
Those are the three
Fuck.
go-tos.
Classic.
Like even when someone I remember one time I was somewhere and someone brought up Tony Ferguson to me and I was like, oh shit.
You're like, oh
okay.
shit, you got the deep
Let's
cuts.
talk, man. Let's talk.
James Tahuna?
Someone brings up James Tahuna, I will get on the ground and kiss their feet. They are god tier MMA knowledge.
Can I just say how good the desk looks?
Boys in the Bayou, baby. And this all came together at like 10:37 a.m. this morning.
It looks great.
I was like, yeah, we should have done Boys in the Bayou. And
Frankie almost looks like an X-Man. Like he's ready for battle.
so
so am I.
I didn't blur out his mask because he's trying to keep his secret identity.
Got it.
Yeah, so it doesn't blend
Interfere,
in
yeah.
with the thing. Also, that is the war hat you are wearing on the graphic. I mean, we're graphics team.
It's my hat at this
Bravo to
point.
the graphics team.
Bravo.
A crack up job in just a short amount of time. All right, let's go ahead to this weekend. UFC 318 taking place at the Smoothie King Center down in New Orleans, Louisiana. And they're there for one reason and one reason only. It's the final fight for Dustin the Diamond Poirier. He ends what has to be a Hall of Fame career. Don't care if he didn't get a belt. There's
Not even
no
debatable.
question.
No zero.
Undebatable. Here's his resume, and like you just have to go zoom mode. Like it's
How
just
far back is that? Grisby, the first one?
I think this is his entire UFC career, all the way back to January 1st.
If that bottom
2011.
name and my vision sucks, if that's Josh Grisby, then
Josh
that
Grisby.
is full UFC career.
It is absolutely insane when you go through it. This will be his 32nd walk to the octagon. He has 11 knockouts. He's got 4 submissions, 22 wins, 15 bonuses. So essentially half the fights he gets into, he's getting a $50,000 bonus.
Okay, let me put some more context about those numbers you just said. Same numbers, but I'm going to put some context.
Please.
The 22 wins, that's tied for 5th all-time in UFC history. One of the people he's tied with, by the way, won Max Holloway. The 15 finishes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Both have 22 wins.
This is going to come up again, by the way. The 15 finishes, tied for 5th all-time also. So he's 5th all-time in wins, 5th all-time in finishes. He's 3rd all-time in knockouts with 11. I'll give you one guess who he's tied with on that as well. One Max Holloway. He's 5th all-time for knockdowns with 14. He's tied for 5th on that. He's tied for 4th all-time for bonuses with 15. And he's 8th all-time for significant strikes landed in UFC history. So not like the number one guy in any of these categories, but across the board in terms of delivering entertainment, delivering violence, and picking up UFC wins by finish, he is the cream of the crop, right? He is in all these categories across the board. And to his credit, on the other side of the equation, Max Holloway is also a name that appears on a lot of these lists, which is what gets me excited about this fight. It feels like there's a peer there, right? Like it's equal footing. But yeah, Dustin Poirier's accolades are immeasurable. Like he is a no doubt, no-brainer, surefire Hall of Famer.
Like what he's done for the sport, and you said it perfectly, like they're on equal footing.
Yeah.
That's what's so great, is that his dance partner is incredible. It's not some guy like ranked 9th that like is on his way up or anything like that. It is Max fucking Holloway that he's getting in there with for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Like introed Max to the UFC, first fight in the UFC for Max. Now, last fight for Dustin is against Max, and they had a war in the middle back in
which
2019.
Dustin got his belt, his interim belt, but got his belt.
Like we were talking before the show, it's just crazy how Max, essentially a lifetime at 145.
Yeah.
Dustin started at 145, goes up to 155, but their careers are intertwined. Like the fact that this is their 3rd fight is just insane. It's a beautiful thing. Like utmost respect between the two guys, but they have a history.
Yeah, they have a history. You said it great. You said it perfectly because they have a history while not really ever being in the same kind of like space, right? Like they had their fight at 45, but shortly after, Dustin is now up at lightweight. Max goes on to be one of the best featherweights of all time, the featherweight champion. And then their careers reconnect at that moment where Dustin is fighting for the interim title and Max gets the crack, but then they disconnect again. And now they're finally like back together. It's kind of just been these moments where the 3 moments they intersect, they have a story, and this trilogy has a story. And the moments that they don't, they have nothing. They have nothing in common. It's like they're just like on these parallel paths, separate from each other completely.
Like watching the face-off, it's like you almost think that it's just like their first time meeting. Like it's just like, nope. What's up, Max? Like we've already spent 25 minutes plus the first fight didn't go long.
No.
But like it's still part of their history. And like the fact that Poirier gave Max his first loss in his career, welcomed him to the UFC with a loss, ended his 13-fight win streak, denied him the chance of a 2-division championship for the interim belt, and now Max has a chance to
spoil his
make
retirement.
Dustin Poirier go out at home in the Smoothie King Center after Lil Wayne walks him out, after just a coronation all week, and say, nah, man, you're gonna end this one on an L. Like, it's beautiful. The storyline here, the two fighters going at it, like, belts on the line, silver on the line, obviously, is a big deal. But like, nothing needs to be on the line. This is just incredible from a story, from a fight, from every standpoint.
Yeah, and as we talked about Dustin being a surefire Hall of Famer, Max on the other side, a surefire, no doubt, no-brainer, retires tomorrow, has double the significant strikes of the next closest person. He is the puncher of all time in the UFC. He is the guy who has put up the most numbers. Like the LeBron number that I don't think anybody's ever gonna be able to eclipse just because of the longevity. But yeah, two Hall of Fame guys meeting at a point where, while Dustin Poirier, it is his retirement, it does not feel to me like past his prime. It does not feel to me like this is a guy whose shelf life has expired and he's on the way out and it's like one last hurrah. It is one last hurrah, but only because he is choosing for it to be one last hurrah, which I think is super interesting as well.
Back to
the resume,
the career of Dustin Poirier. On that list, you saw 2 wins over Conor McGregor, 2 wins over Max Holloway, wins over Eddie Alvarez, Anthony Pettis, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, Dan Hooker, Jim Miller, Bobby Green, Diego Brandao, Joe Duffy, Diego Ferreira. Only fights the best of the best.
Even in the losses, by the way. A loss to Islam.
I was just going to say, since the Michael Johnson loss in 2016, almost a decade ago, 4 losses on his resume. Khabib Nurmagomedov,
Islam,
Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev, Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
Not a bad 4 to lose to.
Yeah, the cream of the crop.
Absolutely no shame in that. Is he the best fighter to never win an undisputed belt?
In my opinion, yes. But I consider the interim belt a belt. There's this kind of feeling amongst certain people that like the interim title is not the title, because it is created in the absence of the title and there's other business to handle. And if you don't unify, you are not the champion. But to me, interim title, number 1 contender, all these things are so close. They are such a signifier of you being worthy of being at that level, that to me, the fact that he has the interim but not the undisputed is really not significant to me. There are people who have held undisputed titles that are not nearly as good as Dustin Poirier, right? There are just people who have that accolade, who can say, I was the undisputed champion of the UFC, but are not 1/10 the fighter of Dustin Poirier. So if I'm going to only go, like, it's almost like the basketball rings culture shit. It's like, but do you have a ring? I mean, no, like, you know, Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson don't have rings, but are you going to deny that they are some of the most, like, important and influential and amazing basketball players of all time? No. And I feel that way about Dustin Poirier. Like, he is a championship caliber fighter, even if he never held undisputed gold.
Also, I know we clown on the BMF belt like endlessly, and like we know that it doesn't actually mean shit, but wouldn't it be kind of fitting for Dustin Poirier if he does get a win? That's how he goes out. Yes, he never got the undisputed belt, but like, he was a badass motherfucker throughout his entire career. Was down to scrap with anyone, put on wars, put on entertaining fights, put everything on the line each time. Like, he is the embodiment of a BMF.
Nobody looks at, whether you be a fan or you be a fighter, and looks at Dustin Poirier and go, man, that guy fell short. That's not the conversation. That's just not the conversation when you talk about Dustin Poirier or watch his fights. Nothing about him to me goes, he was good but not good enough. Maybe he will carry the distinction of being the best guy to have never carried undisputed gold, but I almost feel like that's a category of one that doesn't even need to be addressed. Like, he is a championship caliber fighter. He proved it in that fight with Max Holloway. He proved it in the fight with Islam Makhachev.
I was going to say, he just unfortunately had to fight generational greats.
That's it.
Islam and Charles.
And even Charles is a winnable. I think Charles is a winnable fight for him. I don't know if he runs it back with Islam and Khabib if he wins that, 1 out of the 10 times. They probably win that because I think that highly of those two guys. I think Charles is a winnable fight. We have seen him beat Justin Gaethje, so we obviously know Justin Gaethje is a winnable fight. He existed in an era where Khabib was dominant, and then Islam came and took the mantle from there. Basically, there was the run of Charles, and he fell short in that era as well. but I do think if he gets another crack, there's definitely a chance that he can beat a Charles Oliveira there.
Absolutely. He was a slight favorite in that.
Yeah.
Habib in Islam, he was like a plus 330 and like a plus 380.
Yeah, it's a different situation altogether. With enough chances, you have to imagine he would have been able to achieve that. But again, I don't think that that's the story of Dustin Poirier. I don't care. I don't care at all that he did not capture it. It seems to me that he's kind of at peace with that. The idea that he would walk away knowing how close that fight was with Islam, and now that Islam's out of the division, there's a new champion and he's still walking away. To me, I'm happy to see that because I'm happy that he's at peace with his career. And as he should be, as we've laid out, surefire Hall of Famer, records galore, highlight reel. I have a tweet that I've kept bumping up since like it's either 2017 or 2019 that Dustin Poirier is going to have one of the best highlight reels of all time when the career is said and done. We're finally here at the point where the career is said and done, and I've been proven to be right. This man's highlight reel is going to be up there in the pantheon of anybody's highlight reel. The number of wars he engaged in, the swag with which he carried himself, his innate ability to try to seek finishes, his finishing ability. He's a legend of the game, and he's one of the guys that if you were a fighter, you'd want to have Dustin Poirier's career, belt or no belt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bryce Mitchell one time was just like, if I'm getting into a fight with someone and I got to choose anybody on earth to fight with, I want it to be Dustin Poirier.
Goddamn right.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about the belts.
Yeah.
That's the guy that I want in the trenches with me. Also, I'm glad he's not hanging around anymore because it's just like, even if he got another crack at the belt, it's just like, oh, here's another generational great.
Oh, yeah, just Ilia Topuria.
It's just like 155 is just a slaughter. It's just like unbelievable fighter after unbelievable fighter. If you are holding that 155 belt, you are incredibly special. You talked about the highlight reel, like what he's been able to do in the octagon, how he chases finishes, how he just is game as game comes. Dustin Poirier, game. There is no argument about that. Best fights of his career, the ones that you enjoyed the most. I had to go back and watch a couple, and I had watched Poirier Max 2 live and hadn't watched it since, and you were rewatching some of it, and you're like, when was the last time you watched that? I was like, I don't know, probably just when it was live. And you were like, you gotta go back and watch this thing. So, top 5?
I got 3.
Okay.
I could go 5, but
you can
I
go
feel
5
like there's
easy.
a big distinction between the top 3. For me, there's 3 clear ones.
Okay.
And then after that, there's a bunch that are just kind of like there that I'll take any of them. How do we do it? Alternate?
Yeah.
3 first?
Yeah, 3 first. 3 first.
Conor McGregor 2, the knockout in Abu Dhabi.
It's hard to cut it to 3.
Yeah. For me, I feel like there's we'll talk about it as we go.
Okay.
Number 3 for me is Conor McGregor in Abu Dhabi. He had every excuse in the world. He had every reason to fold in that scenario, right? Conor was the one who took him out last time, and the pressure of fighting Conor McGregor is immense, right? It comes with this thing that is not the same as fighting everybody else. The spectacle, the attention, the pressure that comes with that is completely different from every other fight. And it would have been easy for Dustin to just fold in that scenario, and instead he just summoned the dog and took Conor out. The first knockout of Conor's career, just iced him. Incredible performance, just rose to the occasion and put him in a stratosphere that he had not been previously. It really was like a career-defining type of thing, and I love that moment. The lead up was interesting because of how cordial they were with each other. Then the third one got significantly more testy. But yeah, the Conor McGregor was like definitely the high mark in terms of Dustin's like notoriety and the attention that he was getting. The win over Conor was significant.
I'm also going to go with that as 3. Not much else to add after what you just said. Just the achievement in and of itself was amazing, and
the
then
way
follows
he did
it up. Dude, the way he did it, the picture that comes out of it is like Conor like on the octagon, like the sleeping, everything like that, and like we haven't seen Conor in 4 years, and he got injured in the third fight, like the shin snaps and everything like that. But like at the time, he was a year removed from fighting Donald Cerrone, which he knocked out in like a minute.
Yep.
So people were like, "Oh, Conor is back." He was a sizable favorite going into that second Dustin Poirier fight. It was an upset. All right, you're number 2.
Why don't you do 2 since I did 3?
My number 2 is Poirier Holloway 2.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I almost had it 1, but I have it 2.
We talked about it before the show. Like, it gets overshadowed by the co-main event of Stylebender and Kelvin Gastelum, just the war that they put on. It was kind of like, how do I even? And this is at a time where I was not watching every UFC card, but I was an Adesanya fan, tuned into this one because of our good friend TST. Shout out to Troy. And the war that happened, it was almost just like you needed a bathroom break, and then you come back and it's like, oh yeah, here we go, Dustin and Max, and like immediately on the gas pedal, Dustin Poirier
Dustin
from
comes
round
out
one
hot.
comes out hot, and it's just an all-time scrap.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit lost in history for one, what you said, right? Like the come down from the fight that went into the Hall of Fame this year between Israel Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum. It's hard to follow that act because of the way that it was such a knockdown scrap. Famously, it's the Israel Adesanya saying he's ready to die in that moment. But if you go back and watch that fight, for one, goddamn, Dustin Poirier's first round is a thing of beauty. Like he is putting it on Max. I think he threw something like 60 strikes in that first round. And by the way, that's like the Max MO, right? Not the Dustin MO. Dustin was trying to get him out of there.
And like kind of hurt him. Like like Joe Rogan's like, we've never seen Max Holloway hurt like this.
Yeah, he hurt him bad, and it shows how good Dustin is because that was, Max, and his chin hasn't even been cracked at that point. Round 2, it starts to get a little closer. Round 3, it starts to get a little more toward Max now. Now we start to see like the pressure increase from Max. All of a sudden, when you're Dustin Poirier, you emptied that gas tank in the first. It's hard to be in there with the guy who puts up against Calvin Kattar 500 strikes, right? Like Max Holloway is a demon when it comes to that volume. So all of a sudden, as this fight starts to progress, it gets a little bit further. But to his credit, the scorecards were 49-46. It felt closer than a 49-46 because of how close every round was. But I have no issue with the 49-46. But if you go back and watch that fight, that was two guys just in there, ready to scrap, and in a way that Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier always have been as fighters. They've always been game in that way. And an incredible performance by Dustin, man, because Max usually melts people. Max, especially at that time, I think his style has changed a little bit, but especially at that time, with the volume that he puts up, Dustin had to keep up with him, and he ended up throwing, I think he ended up landing 186 strikes or something crazy. His
178.
His highest number by far.
You mentioned the first round, lands 54 through 115.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Round.
That's nuts for Dustin. Right, for Max, you'd probably go like, okay, maybe there's a round or two that he does. But for Dustin, that's an insanely high number because he really had Max hurt and was trying to finish him. A great fight all the way through. Had moments where Max had Dustin hurt because Dustin's still trying to finish the fight, third, fourth round, and Max is catching him with counters that sting him a little bit, has him up against the fence, just unloading on him. Max starts to gain the momentum. A truly, truly great fight between two great fighters, and why I'm so excited for the third. But my number 2. Holloway versus Poirier 2.
Number 1,
I think
we might go the same way. Poirier Gaethje 1.
Oh,
that's what I'm going with.
Oh, interesting.
What are you going?
That would have been my number 4.
Poirier Hooker. Oh, in the apex, you can hear every single shot. The shit talking at the end.
The shit talking at the end kind of put it over the top for me when Dustin's really rubbing it in Dan's face, and Dan's like, "Yo, what the fuck? We just went to war. Like, give me a break here."
Yeah.
But. That was like I talked about the Conor fight being a coming out party for Dustin. For me, that was also another coming out party. Like Dustin stamped himself. The eyes of the world were on. That was at a time when those Apex shows were must see as opposed to what they've become now.
June of 2020.
And the brutality of that fight, I think, lives on in history. Like everybody talks about being able to hear the blows between the two. One of the all-time like knockdown, drag out, banger type fights. Another worthy adversary. How many times? As we're going through this, are we like Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez? Like it's just dog after dog after dog.
So this is that's what I wanted to say. The Gaethje Poirier 1, I actually was not watching live. This was like before I became a diehard fan, and I rewatched it before Poirier Gaethje 2, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then I watched a highlight reel of it. Just the fact that Poirier gets him out of there in the 4th round. Like it is a drag out war, and then Poirier gets him out of there in the 4th round. It's electric. I had Hooker at 4, but this run that Poirier goes on, November of 2017, Pettis knocks him out. Gaethje, the one that I just mentioned in April of 2018, knocks him out. Fights Eddie Alvarez, knocks him out. Goes to UD with Max Holloway in a Fight of the Year contender, second only to the co-main of that card. Then he fights Khabib for the title. Unfortunately, comes up short. Then he goes and does the Dan Hooker fight in 2020. Then he does Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Insane run. He goes 7-1 through that stretch.
Yeah.
That is fucking
So that's the part to me where you go, but he never had undisputed gold. And I'm just like,
don't give a fuck.
Who fucking cares? Like, who fucking cares? If you look at that run, that is championship level fighting right there.
The only thing I'll say is just like, it's like, God, could you imagine if he had beaten Charles in 2021?
It would have been fantastic.
He would have gone McGregor win, beating Charles Oliveira for the belt.
Yeah.
God,
It
fighter
would
of
have
the
truly
year.
been special.
One of the best years in UFC history would have been.
But that's the one step falling short to me doesn't change
Yeah.
doesn't change a thing.
What was your fifth? If you could do a five,
Maybe. There's a lot in the.
oh, mine's easy.
You tell me.
Michael Chandler, MSG.
That's a great one.
Back and forth scrap. Michael Chandler was like
Early
winning
it
that
was.
fight.
Yeah.
Like it was a scrap, and then he ends up choking him out, and then the shit talking at the end. This is my house. Oh, MSG's your house, man. Shut the fuck up. That's the birth of who the fuck is we.
It is the birth of who the fuck is we. To me, the better. I like the shit talk in the Hooker one a little bit better at the
No,
end.
I agree with you. I thought A, that was a better fight. It was a 5-round war, and B, I thought the shit talking was better. But at number 5 for me is Chandler.
Yeah, for me, it's probably Saint Denis. It's probably Saint Denis.
Oh yeah, I mean him putting out like, and this was like
Because of how dicey it looked in that first. Like
how dicey it looked in the first, and how much of a just like world beater BSD looked like at the time.
This was supposed to be the way most UFC fighters go out. This was supposed to be, thank you for your service, Dustin. You are now going to be sacrificed at the altar of Benoit Saint Denis, and we are going to build a superstar off your back. And he just completely flipped that script. Goes on to then fight for a title after that. So I think I have that one ahead of Chandler, but I was cage side for that Chandler one, and it was but this is the thing with Dustin Poirier's career. You could do 10. You could go 10
So
deep
good.
and just be like, now, once you start getting past 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it just becomes first round, second round knockouts for Poirier, and it's not that like war back and forth. But God, when he's firing, when he's on, the shit is beautiful.
It truly is. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. We get to see him one more time this weekend against Max Holloway. UFC 318 main event, BMF belt on the line, Smoothie King Center, New Orleans, Lil Wayne walking him out. It's storybook. Like this is everything he could have asked for and more.
The only thing I hope, I'm praying, just let this be it. Take this one,
I agree.
win, lose, please just let it be the one. Don't come
Even
back.
if you come out and have the best performance of your career and you win in this incredible fight, and then you get on the mic with Joe Rogan and be like, maybe I'm not done. Nah, I
Don't do
agree.
it. Don't do
Let this be it.
Let this
I
be
agree. Max this time, as opposed to last time, has had time to fully develop into a 155er.
When you look at that last fight, first of all, it feels like a lifetime ago. It was 6 years ago.
Very different life.
When you look at that last fight, he just looks doughy. Like, it's not Max Holloway. It's clearly Max Holloway who was not, like, prepping to be a 55er. Like, clearly. Then you look at the Max Holloway that stepped in there against Justin Gaethje, and you're like, oh, shit, yeah. Like, there's a stark difference between those two. And just by the face-off that we saw earlier this week, Max looks like a thick boy. Like, he looks like he is a proper 155, not the guy that was a little bit pudgy.
And
when
he
stepped
ain't
in
going
there.
back. He's
No,
let it be known.
he's
He is not going back to 145. He is now a full-time 155er. And Max is just like one of those guys that's just like, oh yeah, he's only 33 years old.
Holy
He's
shit.
been fighting for an eternity. And he is only 33 years old. He could go on to have an unbelievable career at lightweight. I mean, fuck, man. He could end up landing 5,000 strikes.
I
in
wouldn't
his
be
UFC
shocked at
career.
all.
Like that, he could end up setting a bar that's just like, nah, man.
Nobody's ever
No
touching
one's
it.
touching that thing. No one will ever even have the volume to do it. How do we see it? How do we see it playing out? Everything is perfect for Dustin Poirier, but is Max there to sour the party?
I've gone back and forth on this a few times. I started with Dustin. I started with, hey, I saw that last fight. While I appreciate what Max was able to do, Dustin was the more powerful hitter, and Dustin was closer to kind of getting him out of there, and then he won 49-46. I was like, okay. Then I started convincing myself, I was like, shit, man. That wasn't a proper 55 max. Now he looks a lot bigger, a lot stronger. You saw the performance against Gaethje, who isn't exactly a similar style to Poirier, but is creates a similar threat, right? He creates that similar amount of pressure in a different way, right? It's more of the mixing of the leg kicks and the other things that Gaethje does. But he creates that pressure that Dustin also creates, where it's just like you feel like you're kind of suffocating. You kind of can't get out from under it. And we saw Max kind of handle that, actually. We saw him. And by the way, Ilia Topuria creates that pressure as well. And Max did well against Ilia Topuria in that way. So I started convincing myself, I was like, shit, maybe, he's the younger man, even though they have a similar number of miles, right? Max has been in this game a long time, as has Dustin. But maybe the younger man who is properly preparing his body for 155 is going to get it done this time. Now, I'm kind of just in this moment, and I don't know what I'm going to ultimately be at come fight night. Now I'm kind of back at the Dustin Poirier. The power and the technique is so good. The boxing is so fucking crispy that I think he will be able to handle Max's attack. If Max can't threaten, I don't think Max was going to knock out Justin Gaethje until that very last moment, right? There was danger in that fight, but there wasn't a point in the fight where I was like, fuck, Max is going to finish Gaethje here, until that last moment when Gaethje's throwing and Max is throwing and the hands are down and Max does what Max does. If he can't get Dustin Poirier out of there, the harder, stiffer shots are going to be landed by Poirier. Now, when I was a little while ago convinced that Max is going to win, that volume, that pressure is going to be hard for Dustin to handle. But he's shown he can handle it. In fact, I was looking at the stats, and this was something that convinced me a little bit, is Max regularly is landing 100, 200 significant strikes, right? That's just how Max is. That's what he does. But you look at Dustin Poirier's resume, and it doesn't have a lot of fights like that. In fact, the only times he's landed more than 100 significant strikes are 3 fights. He came close against Jim Miller with 97, but here's where the times that he's landed over 100 significant strikes. 174, Justin Gaethje. 178, Max Holloway. 153, Dan Hooker. 3 wars, 3 that he came out on the winning side. To me, I'm starting to get the sense of like, yes, Max can press him, but if Max presses him, what Dustin Poirier has shown is he meets it. He equals the output. He equals the pressure. He equals the volume, and he's the more powerful guy, which is proven to be true in these times that he's kind of been pressed in this way. So I'm starting to think like, yeah, fuck, I think Dustin is going to do it. I think Max is going to give him I think Max is better, is the gap between the 2019 Max and the 2025 Max is bigger. Like, he has improved more than I think Dustin has improved since 2019. I think Dustin was as good as in 2019 as he is now. Maybe he even got a little bit better and maybe came down a little bit, but I think the gap is smaller. Whereas with Max, I think he's significantly better than he was in 2019. I think it's going to be a better fight. It's going to be a better performance by Max.
Interesting. But even on 13-fight win streak.
Yeah, that was not the best version of Max.
Okay.
Max, at that time, Max was getting by purely on that volume. Max was getting by on just being like, yeah, I'm going to throw 300 strikes and you're fucked. Like, that's basically the game plan for Max Holloway. He's gotten those Volk fights, especially like each version of Max in each of those Volk fights was a completely different guy. He's added so much more to his game. His footwork is better. His mixing of kicks is better. He's such a more well-rounded striker. I view him significantly better. Dustin kind of just sharpened the tools. Dustin kind of just like cleaned up the things that he was already good at. He's always kind of been that sharp technical boxer. The leg kicks maybe came along a little bit more, but I think Max is way different of a fighter than he was in 2019. I do wonder though if it'll be enough. Sitting here right now in this moment, I don't. I think Dustin will meet Max's volume and actually be the more powerful guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna have to. I think.
Well, yeah, if Max is throwing, you need to throw. Because otherwise you're cooked.
Well, I think he's going to also just because his fighting style, like you mentioned, like he's just game to be able to do that. That's how he's going to try to win the fight. But I also just think he's going to approach this fight of just like This is it, man.
This is the one.
We're emptying the tank. We're going hard, and also I think the crowd is going to push Dustin Poirier. Like I think that Smoothie King Center is going to be going crazy, and it really is going to turn into a war. You mentioned the Volkanovski fight. I cannot believe that the third one has been 3 years ago. He goes 0-3 in that trilogy. Going into that third fight, he was like a plus 140. A lot of people were on the side of Max is going to get his belt back. Max is going to get his belt back. He gets 50-45 in that trilogy. Is there any concern that like these guys fight Max 3 times and they just haven't figured out at that point?
The 3 Volk fights were in such a short span that there is a lot of time to download data and do those types of things. And a similar fighter is walking in there. Game plans were different, but Max as a human was quite similar.
He has had those 3 Volk fights since the last time he fought Poirier.
Exactly.
19, 20, and 22.
That first Poirier Max fight, I kind of throw it in the garbage. Like it is such a different thing from what we saw in 2019 and what I expect we will see in 2025. I don't even consider that part of. Now, granted, I'm not trying to say that to say like I'm taking it away from Dustin. Dustin is 2-0 in this trilogy. Make no mistake about it, and that's significant.
But that was 2012.
But it was such a long time ago. It's Max Holloway's debut. That is not even remotely the same guy that we've seen. Champion caliber Max Holloway. So I kind of discount that. Your question of like, hey, at a certain point, if you've been able to be in there with Max Holloway, have you figured out Max Holloway? Maybe, but stylistically, the issue with Max is not like, do I know Max's tricks? Everybody kind of knows Max's tricks. The issue against Max Holloway is, can I withstand the wave, the tsunami of punches that is coming at me? Can I withstand that pressure? Dustin's pressure is different. Dustin's pressure is like, he's pressing you and he's throwing these shots to set up a big one that he knows he's going to be able to take you out with. Max's pressure is just, holy shit, can I even reset to throw something? Can I even like figure out a moment to have a breath to take to figure out how to throw something? And in the second fight, Dustin found those moments, especially when he was on the aggressive, right? When Max is on the front foot, you're kind of like, oh shit. When Dustin was on the front foot, he had Max in some real dangerous spots. So if Dustin can be first and Dustin can match Max's volume, it's his fight to lose, in my opinion. But man, like Max only being 33 and growing into his man body now is like, holy shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe we haven't even seen the best Max Holloway, and that's scary.
Could you imagine?
If he's just better.
Is there any concern of the chin being cracked? Gets it done once against Delia.
Yes.
Now it starts to fade.
Yes, there is concern for me for that.
You talk about the volume, right? Like it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking pump volume and you're fucked. But to do that, he also relied a lot on his chin.
100%. And if you watch that second Poirier fight, he's eating shots from Poirier that like most people go down from, but also that is what allows him to stay in that fight and throw back. You're 100% right. The chin has been the key to the volume for Max Holloway. He took some really nasty shit from Ilya even before the knockout punch, and the chin still seemed to be there. The Max Holloway that we were familiar with was still there from my eyes. I think it's one of those where it's probably closer to like Volkanovski, where you got caught by the guy who has the nuclear power. Then he gets in there with Diego Lopez. Now, granted, he had also right before that got caught by Islam Makhachev. I'm talking about Volkanovski again. But he steps in there with a guy like Diego Lopez, who was also known for his finishing ability, and it's like, no, he's just eating clean shots. I think to me, there's levels, and Ilya Topuria is at a level that like isn't the same as most other people. I also think Ilya Topuria is a little bit harder of a puzzle and a little bit craftier, and so I expect that Max's chin will hold up. Would I be surprised if Dustin's accumulation of power shots by the end maybe is able to falter Max? I wouldn't. I also wouldn't be surprised on the other side of it if Dustin's been in a lot of wars too, and we've seen him on the wrong end of knockouts. He talked about how deep and dark that hole got after the Justin Gaethje knockout.
And that was out bad.
And having to crawl back from that. So it's not like these guys are unfamiliar with that territory. My concern for the knockout is not that I'm concerned Max will get knocked out. My concern is more on the perspective of, will Max fight differently? If Max fights differently, that's bad. That's bad because Max Holloway has been very successful at being Max Holloway. If going out like that changes how he fights, that is a different conversation, and that would be one that would give me a lot of pause.
Because this is the first time we're seeing him. You just gave a fantastic breakdown. You broke it down beautifully. You mentioned previous fights, things that need to change. You brought up the stats, everything like that. You can give your winner in a second. My breakdown is essentially It's Dustin Poirier fighting in New Orleans in the Smoothie King Center. Lil Wayne's walking him out. It's the final dance. Like, who am I to go against Dustin Poirier here? I love Max Holloway. Love Max Holloway to death. He's just always fighting guys that I also love. Like, it's just like he's always getting into wars with guys that I love. Love Max Holloway here, but like, I cannot back Max Holloway, and then if Dustin Poirier wins, sit there and be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was I doing? Like,
The
I'm such a
vibes-
loser. The vibes are so on Poirier's
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, 100%.
If I'm just looking at the vibes, he's going to the Saints facility, chilling with Cam Jordan. He's getting a paid in full custom UFC 318 Saints jersey. I mean, the card is here for him. They created a pay-per-view for him. They were like, yeah, we'll put the BMF belt on the line by giving you a trilogy with Max Holloway, and we'll do it in your home state of Louisiana. Yep, sure. We hate when people walk out with musical artists. Go ahead and walk out with Lil Wayne. Like, this is all for
it's
him.
his show. Yeah.
The vibes are for him. That's why I'm picking Dustin Poirier.
Don't blame you. I will say though, sometimes when they set that up like that, it feels like the most inevitable. Like,
And I'll live with
spoiler.
that. I'll live with that. If he goes out on his sword, I'll be like, you know what? That's what had to happen.
And also, we love Max Holloway. It's one of
Love
those.
Max Holloway.
This
We
is
can't
not
state
an
that enough.
original thought, but this is one where you want nobody to lose. Like, everybody loves both of these guys. It's a fan favorite fight. Right now, this moment, I have swung back to Poirier. By Saturday, there's a real chance I swing back to Max. It's such an it's such a close fight, and I can see the path to victory for both so clearly, and they play into each other so interestingly. I may change my mind again. We do like staff picks.
Yeah.
I submitted Poirier. I switched to Max. I will switch back to Poirier, but maybe I'll just wait till Saturday.
I think Shaheen finalized them. You're locked with whatever you have.
No, I'm gonna switch it.
No, he's already published the article. I'm reading it right here. Staff picks UFC Uncrowned. It's going to be an incredible fight. You can say whatever you want about this pay-per-view. Yes, maybe it's not like the highest quality one. Yes, there's no title fights on it, everything like that. This main event is going to be incredible. Even if we see like a Gaethje Poirier 2 thing, first of all, that was insane in and of itself, but like the build-up, the moment when he's making the walk, the post-fight interview, win or lose, the package that I'm sure they're going to have, it is going to be a spectacle. It's going to be incredible, and I cannot wait for it. In the lead-up, go watch some of those fights that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Pay homage to this man, Dustin Poirier. Go watch Fightville. If you really want to see how much mud this man has been through to this point, go watch Fightville, one of the best documentaries, sports documentaries, period, not just MMA, and just appreciate it, man. Last time we get to see the Diamond Walk. Last time we get to see one of the greatest to ever do it. Fuck the Undisputed. It's going to be incredible. I cannot wait for Saturday, and he has a perfect dance partner in Max Holloway, finishing off a trilogy here. It's going to be electric. I can't wait.
Amen. Amen.
All right, let's go to the co-main event. Roman Kopylov.
Wait, should I do this? Hello, fellow children.
Yeah, nothing like being 38.
38 come
August 1st?
August 1st.
38 come August 1st. We hit a little run of, speaking of birthdays, shout out Pete Carroll. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, PT.
Helwani's dad, I think, is also today.
Yes.
My nephew on Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Uncle, grandma, Jordan, Ariel. July's stacked, but you're August 1st.
That Gene. Don't forget that.
You guys
Gene?
forgot Frank.
Jordan. Frank's birthday is ever present. It never ends.
It's like a rash.
Camera guy Nick at the beginning of August too. One of my friends who lives here, Carson, also at the beginning of August. My cousin at the beginning of August.
It's right in that little mix.
Busy stretch. What's
What-
9 months before this?
What
Halloween? Is that the busy season?
What are you star sign wise? Astrology?
Cancer.
Okay, so Cancer and then Leo. All right.
Shout out. All right, co-main event, Paulo Costa taking on Roman Kopylov. Costa is 1-4 since 2019.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, his losses are to Sean Strickland, champion. Robert Whittaker, champion. Marvin Vettori, title challenger. Israel Adesanya, champion. One win being over Luke Rockhold in his final fight in the UFC. Kopylov 6-1 in his last 7. Not quite the same level of competition. Chris Curtis, Cesar Almeida, Josh Fremd, Claudio Barrios, Puna Soriano, and Alessio Di Cerchio. Very different levels of comp.
Certainly that, but I do feel like are the best moments behind Paulo Costa and are the best moments ahead for Roman Kopylov. Now,
And they're both 34.
I was going to
I
say
am
not a
with you.
spring chicken.
It feels like the ship's passing in the night ordeal. They're both 34.
A finish of Chris Curtis to me at this point in 2025 is more significant than any of the recent work of Paulo Costa. And it's not the resume, it's not the names on the resume. To me, that's the problem. It is the complete lack of urgency. Like in that Strickland fight, it just never looked like he was getting out of gear. Like, and that's a real problem. Like he's talked about it in the past about like trying to get that old Paulo Costa back, because the guy who was in there walking down Yoel Romero at the time, Yoel Romero was like the Terminator, and he's walking him down and smiling in his face and just bombing on him. That guy hasn't been seen in a while, right? And so, or the guy that in the lead up to the Israel Adesanya fight had been taking out everybody. That we haven't seen that guy in a minute. And so if Paulo Costa is at his best and in a return to form, he's probably better than Kopylov. But I can't confidently say now, sitting here, like that we have seen that guy in a long time, and I'm concerned about that. If that guy shows up, it's a much more interesting fight. If he doesn't, I think Kopylov will win this fight.
Okay, you actually mentioned that, and he did an interview with Ariel earlier this week, and he said the old Paulo Costa needs to come back. I need to bring that old guy out. Not to rip on Paulo Costa, but he has said that before, and the old Paulo Costa did not come back out. And so it's just like we have to see it to know that he's back.
That's my fear. And so I side with Kopylov at this moment. Like, I just don't, until proven otherwise, I need to see if that version of Costa shows up, and I hope it does, because I think it would make for a fantastic fight.
We'll call it the eraser. There's Paulo Costa and there's the eraser.
If the eraser comes back, if that guy returns, yeah, it's going to be a scrap, because that dude throws hands and has a lot of power. If he doesn't, I just don't see how he wins. The volume is too low. He poses too much. He's standing there kind of watching. Like Sean Strickland was able to just do whatever he kind of wanted to him at a certain point.
Roman Kopylov put up volume in his last fight against Chris Curtis.
Yeah.
He went to takedowns against Cesar Almeida. I do feel like he has a complete game, and it's just hard not to imagine at this point in his career that he's in a better position to get this win than Paulo Costa.
Agreed. I feel the same.
I think this fight has potential to be a 6 scrap, but could also be sort of like a kickboxing match that never really gets going into second gear.
I think Kopylov is enough of a finisher, like enough of a guy who's trying to hunt something that it probably ends, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right, featured bout of the evening, Kevin Holland taking on D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez. This is Kevin Holland's 4th fight of the year already. We're not even to August, and he's ranked now. Kevin Holland coming in here as the 13th ranked welterweight in the world. Do you think he cares?
No.
You think he's like, I finally got a number next month?
If it means more money, yeah.
Yeah, if he can get paid more money for it. This one, D-Rod, we were there in Des Moines. He had a fantastic win over Santiago Ponzinibbio, I believe it was.
Yeah.
But man, Kevin Holland, he's looked good since the RDR loss back in January, and that loss has aged fairly well. RDR now getting a scrap with Robert Whittaker in Abu Dhabi in a few weeks. I just feel like Kevin Holland's too young, too tall, too rangy, too tough. I just feel like it almost feels like D-Rod's strengths, because I feel like it's just going to be a striking match. Kevin Holland's just like, oh, well, I do that too. I'm just a little bit better. I'm a little bit faster. Same way. I'm a little bit longer.
Everything he's good at, Holland is better. So, yeah, I side with Holland here. The line feels a little bit crazy just because, like,
it's getting blown up. It's like I'm seeing like Kevin Holland up to like minus 500. Like it opened at like minus 280 or something.
That's the part that feels dicey to me, just because like Kevin Holland has proven throughout his career to like sometimes be like a killer and sometimes completely duff it. But that's not to say that I don't think he has major advantages over D-Rod. I think, as you said, everywhere that D-Rod is good, Kevin Holland is quite a bit better. So I side with Kevin Holland, but he finds ways to like do weird shit sometimes, which is why laying 500 on minus 500 on him is a bit odd. But yeah, I think this is Kevin Holland's fight to lose.
Another one that can just turn into a scrap. It can absolutely turn into a fantastic fight. 4th one down on the main card, Dan Ige taking on Patricio Pitbull in what is shaping up to be a very important fight for the career of one Patricio Pitbull. 2nd fight in the UFC. Just turned 38. Gets a top 5 guy in Yair when he made his debut. Now they're giving him a top 15 guy in Dan Ige. But man, if you start 0-2 at 38, you're not on a good trajectory here in your UFC career.
No, and important for Ige too. Like the recent run for Ige hasn't been fantastic. Like the performance against Woodson was great, but before that, 2 losses, then a win, then a loss, then 2 wins, then 3 losses. Like he hasn't been able to like right the ship, and so this is a big opportunity for him. stylistically, I think this is going to be a tough fight for Pitbull. Like, I think Pitbull is great. I picked him against Yair because I thought we'd see the version of Pitbull that we had seen in the past, and it just was not that guy. Hopefully, we will see much more of a return to form. But maybe he's just, past it. Maybe the best years are behind him now.
I mean, he's 38 fighting at 145.
And Danny Gay is not the guy to try to find your footing against, right? Like, the Yair fight was tough. To then jump right back in against a guy like Danny Gay, to me, that doesn't feel like a soft landing. That doesn't feel like let me get my feet back under me fight, because from minute one, Danny Gay is going to be pressing forward, winging hooks. So I don't like this. I don't like this as Pitbull's return fight, if I'm being completely honest. I think this is not enough of a step down from Yair. Like, I think of Danny Gay as like right under that, and I don't know that this is going to be a soft landing. I'm siding with Ige pretty definitively.
Danny Gay is A, tough as fuck. He's never been finished. And B, he's that guy that like people always talk about, just like, yeah, you wouldn't expect it, but that dude hits so
like a
hard.
Fucking truck.
He hits so hard. And yeah, at 38, man, like, I don't think he's going to get Ige out of there, so I think he's going to have to go 15 hard with him. The game plan's going to have to be different from the one we saw at UFC 314.
Yeah, I don't know if we saw a game plan. Like, was there anything from that fight that you can take away as a positive?
No.
To me, you have to erase that. You have to erase that one and go, okay, this guy I saw in Bellator was a completely different guy. The guy who's fighting Michael Chandler, that was not the guy that we saw against Yair. Maybe it was octagon jitters. Maybe it was something else. Whatever it was, erase that one. If we see that guy, then it's going to be a different fight. But ultimately, like, I don't love this at this point in his career for Pitbull facing Ige, but I could be wrong. This could be a moment where Pitbull does regain his legs. Ultimately, though, I think it's going to be very hard against Dan Ige, so I side with Ige.
Sam, let's go. First fight on the main card, Michael Johnson taking on Daniel Zellhuber. This is one of those ones, 13-year age gap. This is one of those ones where it's like, Michael Johnson's probably going to be losing this fight unless
he kills him.
Unless he kills him, man. He is actually on a 2-fight win streak. And the craziest part, he was favored in both those fights. That's not a position you see Michael Johnson in too many times. Favored in both those fights. The 2-fight win streak puts him at exactly 15-15 in his UFC career. This is a chance for him to go above 500 in his UFC career with a dub here. Albeit uphill sledding, 13 years younger, and we saw last time out Daniel Zellhuber. He's down to scrap, man.
One of the scraps of the year.
He is down to scrap. I think that one fight of the year against Esteban
against
Rivas
a lot of people, yeah.
In the Sphere card. Unbelievable fight. I feel like he's only getting better. He's coming into his own. 26 years old. I think he's just improving with each fight. I have to side with Zellhuber here, but again, one of those ones that like I can't definitively say. Like these 4 fights on the main card that aren't the main event, I cannot definitively say.
You have a feeling, but you're not like 100% on it.
Well, not just about the winner, but like this is going to be a banger. I'm like, it could be. it might be a banger. We're going to have to tune in on the chance that it is, but like any 4 of these, there's no way we're going to go 4 for 4 on bangers. Any 4 of these could turn out, it's just like, whoa, that was a sick fight.
Or like,
whoa, that was a stinker.
That was all right.
That was kind of a stinker, huh? How many total strikes between them? 57 over
You're
the
not
15
wrong.
minutes?
You look. It's because of the names involved. The ones that you expect to win here also still have spotty records. Like Zellhuber is not like a guy who you think of as invincible. Like he has shown the flaws before, and people have been able to exploit it. But you go, he should be able to win against Michael Johnson. But then it's like, Michael Johnson finds a way to kill people sometimes.
Sometimes, like, it's just like, oh, that guy's dead, and Michael Johnson's celebrating. Just as Dustin Poirier in 2016.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. This is going to be, like, either chaotic or weird. Like, there's gonna be some weird vibes. And then we get to the main event, and everything's going to be fine.
Look, man, it's the middle of the summer. We just had a great International Fight Week card. Like, this is one that, let's just wait and see.
I'll tell you which one's a guaranteed scrap.
Featured bout of the evening?
Featured
prelim?
Lockdog.
People's main event?
And Kyler Phillips. Yeah.
I think this is the...
It's hard to put anything as not Holloway Poirier as the people's main event. It's the main event and the rare main event that's also a people's main event because it's Max and Dustin and it's all these things. But God damn it, if I'm not excited to see Lockdog and Kyler Phillips.
Yeah, main event is an MEPME, a MEPME. A main event, also people's main event. A rare thing around these parts. Yeah, featured prelim though. Lockdog enters the Matrix. Kyler Phillips taking on Vinicius Oliveira. My pick for breakout fight of the year. We're well on our way. Already got a win over Said Nurmagomedov.
Hamzat.
Get this dub right here. Yeah, you had Hamzat. Like the guy's gonna.
It's gonna happen when he wins the title in August.
Yeah, the breakout fighter of the year. 10 million followers on Instagram. Everyone knows who he is. Appointment television. Breakout fighter of the year. Win over Said Nurmagomedov. Beautiful purple shorts there as well. Guy just gets it. Like he's my breakout fighter of the year in every way, shape, or form. Get a dub here in July. Fight again in December. 3-0. Breakout fighter of the year. Cracking into the top 10. I mean, it's all right in front of him.
It's written.
I'm going with Lock Dog. We love Lock Dog.
Yeah.
I feel like we have been on the Lock Dog train. Obviously, the knee. How could you not
Flying
be a
knee,
fan
everybody.
after the flying knee?
Yeah.
But like, it's like Van's van.
Exactly. We're in Van's van. We're on
the what is it? Lock's Lock?
Lock's a lock?
We're on the lake. Like I'm talking like the Scottish lock.
Oh, LOCH.
Yeah. LOK''S LOCH. Lock's Lock. We're chilling on the bay with Lock Dog.
Shout out. I'm there.
Was my biggest win of the year it being pronounced Lock Dog?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, a lot of people
Ariel
pushed me to say Loke.
Well, because we have seen it written before and it's Loke. And then Ariel asked him and he's like, yeah, Lock Dog. That was your biggest win of the year. Soon he will be the breakout fighter of the year. You'll take a dub there as well.
We won't talk about my male fighter of the year or any predictions like that.
Or
Tom
female.
Aspinall after beating. Oh yeah, my female. No, my female was Zhang.
Oh, okay,
That
so
could
there's
come
still
to
a
fruition.
chance.
Double champ.
Yeah, I just meant like the circumstances around it and things like that.
Yeah.
Kyler Phillips is a great fighter. Kyler Phillips is really talented and somebody that a lot of people have faith in and believe is a top prospect. I am one of those people. I truly believe Kyler Phillips is a good fighter. But man, I can't pick against Lock Dog.
Nah.
Not even just for the fact that I love his fighting style, but like he is very well rounded. He is a supreme athlete. He's good on the ground. He's good on the feet. He's a very hard problem to solve for a lot of people.
I mean, last time out we saw Kyler Phillips as like a minus 500 against Rob Font, which may be the worst position you can be in all of mixed
You don't want to
martial
be a
arts.
big favorite against Rob
Even
Font.
if you know you're better than him, it's just like, wait, why am I such a no? It's like the kiss of death. Like it's just like you see Rob Font plus 400,
that's a hammer.
Like
That's
you
a
just
hammer.
have to bet it. It's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there's still some big names as you go down this card. Marvin Vettori versus Brendan Allen. Like 3 fights ago, Brendan Allen was like the darling
the guy, yeah.
of 185 on a 7-fight win streak.
Yep.
He was getting main events. Like I think he still has that in him, and he gets a guy in Marvin Vettori who's fought for titles.
Yeah, two losses in a row, but like Anthony Hernandez and Nasruddin Imavov, like the cream of the crop of the division. Hard to ding him. Maybe just a step up. To me, Marvin Vettori is not in that class anymore. Marvin Vettori is not of the level of an Anthony Hernandez and a Nasruddin. So to me, I think this fight has bounced back for Brendan Allen written all over
That's the crazy
it.
part. Is like that might be the biggest indictment on Paulo Costa is that the one loss for Roman Kopylov is to Anthony Hernandez, and it's just like, yeah, man,
Everybody loses to Anthony Hernandez. Yeah.
Like it's just like also nicest guy. We saw him at the UFC PI.
Shout out Anthony.
Held
Shout
the
out
door
Fluffy.
for us. Demanded we go before him. Nope. I'm a gentleman.
You first, please.
Please. I will beat your ass if you don't go first through this
I don't
door.
remember that part.
And then he was at the door exiting. He's like, have a great day, guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for coming to the UFC PI.
What a legend.
I'm Anthony Hernandez, number 8 middleweight in the world.
I don't remember that part either.
Thanks, Anthony Hernandez, number 8 middleweight in the
It's
world.
a G.I. Joe commercial.
And now he's fighting Roman Dolidze. Like Anthony Hernandez is taking the long way there, but I feel confident he's going to get there. I do agree with you though. Like Marvin Vettori, I think the best days are behind him in his career, and I still think Brendan Allen has potential in this 185 division.
Yeah. What's the line on that one?
It's come in quite a bit. A lot of people are backing Marvin Vettori. It was like minus 300 Brendan Allen. Currently, you can get Brendan Allen for minus 203.
Oh, interesting. So really people are believing in Marvin. Okay.
For sure.
I'm not seeing that, but I understand.
Jimmy Crute taking on Marcin Prachnio, and what might be like the oddest records leading up to the fight. Jimmy Crute is 0-3-2 in his last 5. 2 draws, one being to Adolfo Bellato and the other being to Alonzo Menafield. And then Marcin Prachnio is win-loss since June of 2021.
Man, that 0-3-2 for Crute is bizarre.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen in this fight.
I have to side Crute though. No? Like it feels like Crute is
Maybe. I mean, he's 0-3-2 in his last 5. I feel like he had very good potential at one point, and now I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like maybe I don't know. I'm always impressed by Jimmy Crute in spurts in those fights. Like I'm always like, oh shit, like Jimmy Crute can be a guy, and then I guess it kind of like falls apart at a certain point. But it is Anthony Smith in 2021, which is still a respectable version of Anthony Smith. Jamal Hill in 2021, again, a guy, a solid guy. The 2 Menafield ones are a little bit odd. And then the Bellato, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess you're right. I guess this is more bizarre than I was giving it credit for. It felt like a Crute auto for me, but maybe I have to step that back a little bit.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, but I think another fight that like it could get pretty crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely. Jimmy Crute fights do. That's why he's 0-3-2. Like it will get crazy.
Ryan Spann also down here on the prelims,
All the way at the bottom here.
Against Lucas Brzeski. Now he's up at 265. Ryan Spann is always good for an insane fight.
Well, that's
win, lose, or draw. It's going to be crazy.
I agree with that.
That one should be fun. Bruno Ferreira taking on Jackson McVeigh. Jackson McVeigh was supposed to debut. When was it?
317.
Yeah, against SD Dumas.
And then he pulled out. The new guy came in, missed weight, and so he got put onto this one.
Not an easy debut against the Hulk.
No.
13 wins.
He's got to be a big dog, right? Against
never goes to decision. Yeah, Bruno Ferreira is like a minus 600.
It makes sense. That's a very tough first outing.
The sleepy, sneaky, no one really onto it. People's main event, like the real people's main event.
Tell me,
like there's the main event, then there's like yeah, we're into MMA main event. That's
yeah.
Kyler
the
Phillips
one that your mom texted you about. Yeah,
yeah. That's what like your friends who watch most cards at the bar are doing. The real nasty, grimy Kaposa main event, like the one that like people are real deep into.
Tell me,
is for the streets. Carly Giudice taking on Nicole Cagliari. Carly Giudice. You want to know some statistics here on Carly Giudice? Yeah, volume machine. Just here for a street fight. First fight in her UFC career, 168 strikes to 164.
Holy shit.
Second fight, 169 to 119. Third fight, it only went a minute 40, 17 to 14. She lands 11.18 significant strikes per minute, and she absorbs 10.01. I have never in my life seen anything like that. Max Holloway, who we talk about being like the volume king.
Yeah, what's he, like an 8 or something?
Lands 7.16 and absorbs 4.76. Carly Giudice is just like, bah, 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 like as soon
but also getting punched back.
Oh, she gets hit. That's the best part. Is like she's down for the war. She's down for the scrap. And on top of that, also from Louisiana.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Reps the great state of Louisiana. I want to say Lafayette specifically.
Yes, I'm seeing you here fighting out of Lafayette.
Yeah. Carly Giudice, Nicole Cagliari, be seated for that one. I think it's gonna be a fun war because the one that went short, she got a kick KO in a minute 40. Took her 100 seconds.
God damn. I didn't know about the Carly Giudice. I didn't know about the power that we're talking about here.
I mean, Gabriela Fernandez as well. I thought she won that fight. I thought she got robbed.
It was that was one of the controversial ones, right? I do remember that.
Well, she went split decision on Dana White Contender Series, split decision in her debut, and then she was like, I'm done with the decisions. Bam, KO. Yeah.
God damn, she gets busy.
It's insane looking at her statistics. Like 11.18 strikes landed per minute, absorbs 10.01. Like, what is the all-time leader in? Let's go.
6 strikes per minute.
Yeah, I'm trying to go. Let's see, striking.
It's got to be in the 8-9 range. There's no way it's like
significant strikes landed per minute ever in UFC history with at least 5 fights is Josh Van at 8.86.
Yeah, I knew it'd be like in that 8 range. There's no way.
And she's at 11.
And this is how many UFC fights does she have? Is this 3?
This will be her 3rd. Yeah, so we need.
She's on her way.
And then there's unfortunately there's no record for bad significant strikes absorbed.
How
per
many
minute.
taken?
Yeah, it's the fewest, but 10.08 or whatever has to be. It has to be the most. I mean, it's
a lot.
An obscene amount.
Because it's an obscene amount to be giving out, but it's also equally obscene to be getting hit that many times.
Yeah, it's going to be a scrap. Curtain jerker, shout out. Hopefully the people of Louisiana show up to back her. A couple other fights. Adam Fuji taking on Islam Dulatov. I believe he's making his debut from Contender Series, like only gets finishes. Yeah, that's correct. He was on this past fall. Got a elbow knockout in the very first round. Robert Valentine back. Robzilla. I know you've been waiting for this one. The Swiss.
This has been the one I've been waiting for.
Against Etaba Gautier. That should be a great one as well. Francisco Prado versus Nikolai Veretennikov. I needed to do a reset on that one on the last name. Just a bunch of fights that like could be scraps.
But we say this every fucking card.
No. This is new. A bunch of fights that could be scraps.
Okay. New
like
version.
Francisco Prado can get in a war.
There's so many guys on this card and girls on this card, apparently. Shout out to Carly Giudice, that can do it. Will we see it?
How many people are on this card that only win by finish? Francisco Prado only wins by finish. Islam Dulatov has only ever won by finish. Bruno Ferreira has only ever won by finish.
What's Span? Does Span ever win decisions?
Doesn't
look like
he
it.
might have like one or two. Yeah,
There's
3 wins
one.
by decision. Yeah, like there's definitely a lot of guys on here that exclusively win via finish. Jackson McVeigh only ever won by finish. Adam Fuji any decision wins? I mean, that's the
Finishers.
That is the slogan for this card. Could be a scrap.
Could be a scrap.
What's next? Atabey Gautier versus Robert Valentine. Could be a scrap. Might as well sit down and watch it because there's a chance that it's a scrap. Atabey Gautier.
Main event, though? Guaranteed.
Definitely going to be a scrap.
Guaranteed scrap.
Definitely going to be.
All-timer.
And if it's not a scrap, that means someone got brutally finished early.
Which is great.
We'll take it. Also makes it a pretty crazy scrap. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
If either one finishes the other, it would be pretty spectacular.
It'd be crazy. Look at this card. Kyler Phillips locked out. Look at Kyler Phillips' hair and that beard. My God.
It looks AI. I got to be honest. It's like too perfect. The beard is too perfect.
He's a perfect man.
The hair is too perfect. Like
it is a little bit too perfect. Like the hair is like, it's got volume. Like it looks like it's like a L'Oreal ad.
Coiffed.
Yeah, it's like
and like the beard's like a little too perfect.
Nobody's hair looks this good when they go to take the portraits for the UFC.
Yeah, it's
except for his.
Except for Kyler Phillips.
Lock Dog looking good. Lock Dog wearing the new gloves, now the old gloves in that picture.
God, I love Lock Dog, man.
Oh, no
photos.
Fujit and Islam Dulatov.
No, they were so good. I was like, this is going to make us all feel bad if we put them up just because they look so
they're
good.
too handsome?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Islam Dulatov is known for his looks, his sharp looks. Should be a great card. Could be a great card. Might be a great card.
It's gonna be great.
There could potentially be some scraps.
No matter. Okay, let's reset for a second. No matter what happens, the rest of the fucking night, no matter what happens, the moment it is time for Dustin Poirier to walk out, it is going to be electric.
No matter what happens, also that'll also be the last thing we remember about the card.
Yeah.
So like it could just be bullshit, and then it's like, well, that was great.
Dustin
So the
Poirier
card was
fucking
great.
knocked out Max Holloway, went on top. Oh my God, Max spoiled it. Oh my God, I can't believe he did it.
Gonna have to go to Smoothie King on Saturday.
Shaheen, if you're watching, I'm gonna have to submit a new one. I'm switching back to Dustin.
Article's already been printed in the
No.
Uncrowned Times. All right, that is our UFC 318 preview. We'll talk about the rest of the weekend, but before we get to that, in honor of Dustin Poirier's final fight, me and the boys hopped in the airboat and went down to the bayou and did ourselves a little crawfish boil, some Cajun cooking here in New York City for this edition of Fight Feast. Please enjoy. UFC 318 Fight Week. Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, gets to make his final walk to the octagon, and he does so in his home state of Louisiana at the Smoothie King Center. So in honor of El Diamante, we are at Aqua Boil to try an authentic crawfish boil. Never had it before. About to tear some heads off. Fight Feast, episode 24. Let's go. Hey, Petesy, what's up, man? Wow, we cast that there. Crawfish?
Yeah, let's go.
I heard you're afraid of shellfish.
I am terrible. Water, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 on the water. Ice to perfection. This is some fine water.
Delicious.
Water.
Bibs, gloves, lose all our jewelry.
What's gonna happen?
How did you fuck up the left one so bad with the right one? Just glide it on.
Jesus, So I'm very worried, GC. I don't know what jambalaya is or gumbo. What is
The good
it?
news is it's not jambalaya.
Okay,
It's gumbo.
okay.
You've never had a shrimp or a crawfish?
No, I
before,
haven't.
right?
And I think they're insects of the sea.
Well, you're about to eat an insect of the sea. So we got rice. Looks like jalapeno. I'm seeing some shrimp in there.
A lot of cartilage, a lot of bone.
I see some sausage in there.
Okay,
Mix it up.
We're gonna mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up. Come on, get in there. When you have one of these shrimp, you're gonna have to. You can't eat the whole tail.
They are, New York Rick detailed this one for me already.
Oh wow, it's already detailed. All right.
Can I just go straight in with this?
Yeah, get some sausage on there too. All right, go back to the sausage. Go back to the sausage. Come on.
It's fucking crunchy, boy.
Was the shell still on it?
No.
It does not look like he's enjoying
The
this.
texture is interesting.
Shell was definitely off. Is it already gone?
So good.
I feel like you chewed that like maybe 2 times. Get some okra. Get some okra in there.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Sweating profusely.
The 78-degree heat in New York is fucking this man up bad today.
You know, it's nice when you don't put the shellfish.
So you don't like the shrimp in it. Here's some rice and okra.
What's this little lad? Oh,
This
that's
is another shrimp.
Yeah, go for it.
You must have got some tail. I don't have any crunch.
Well, it was just a hard exterior, though. No, what is this thing? What the fuck?
What an intro.
That's just someone's toe. Will I suck it?
You suck it.
Won't be the first time I was sucked. I'll tell you that much.
We'll see an intro in the morning.
What is it? Like, it's just.
I think it's a crab. Oh, look at you. You're fucking grabbing it. You're a shellfish master over here.
That was okay. Quite like that one,
Fair
GC.
play to that.
Whew, I can't touch that microphone anymore, so I'm gonna have to talk down here. Real tasty.
All right, we got corn ribs. This is what Petesy was looking forward to the most.
Yes.
I know you've had corn, but you've never had Cajun corn ribs. Grab you one of those. Get a big dunk in this mysterious white sauce. Do we know what it is, Frank?
It's like the stuff you put on a loop tip.
On a what?
That doesn't help.
Oh, no. Don't eat.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh, that's the moneymaker right there.
Very, very good.
I could do about 10 of
That's a
these.
winner. That's a
I
fucking
could do
winner.
fucking
right
about 10 of these easy.
there. We take this to Ireland, we'll make fucking millions.
Crawfish next up. It's your sausage. Come on now. And the Cajun seasoning.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Tater. Irish potato. I know you love your taters. All right. I'm not going to lie. I don't love this.
What the fuck is that, man?
Never done a crawfish either. I am kind of an insect of the sea guy. I sort of like people to take care of it for me. Frankie, guide me through this.
There you go. Look at that.
Okay.
All that meat.
What is the brown thing?
It's just
Brain? Is it its
No,
brain?
you're not reaching brain. It's like spinal cord, though.
Spinal cord, bro?
part of the central nervous system.
It's just a spinal cord, bro. That's what Rick just said. It's just his spinal cord, bro.
There you go, like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional.
And this is what I did. I worked all of this for this. All that work for this.
This is bullshit.
Let's go. Shellfish. Oh, shit. Yo, what's good, bro?
Grab the little claw.
There's claw meat, too. I'm going to let you deal with the claw meat.
What the fuck?
This does feel a bit heinous, no?
Probably had a whole little life, you know? Rest in peace.
The shells are tough on these things, man. It's almost like
It
they
is
weren't
a
supposed
lot
to
of
be
effort for like not a lot of food, isn't it?
In the meantime, I'm just gonna get a little extra piece of sausage.
That's good shit.
Am I crazy for thinking the taters and the sausage are the best part?
Yeah, the taters and the sausage are unreal.
We're gonna get killed in the comments for this.
Wait,
For not eating the proper way. Let me try one more.
I'll give one more, okay?
Here
So
we
I'm
go.
pulling the tail off,
Tails off.
glides down.
It's gonna be a clean break. That's good. That's good. A lot of effort, but that's good. After all the work, when you get a dunk and all the sauce and
Bro, I'm
stuff,
just picking beats of shell out of my fucking mouth every 2 seconds.
it's a small morsel. It's a small morsel, but it's delightful. Oh, and the sauce?
I'm just gonna take some more sausage.
Yeah. The Cajun mix
Oh,
is,
Kenny.
is delightful. Good. Cam guy just got sprayed.
I ate one.
No, that's fine.
Sprayed. We need some Windex over here.
What are you, the
Yeah, Windex. I'm loving it. Bibbed up, gloved up. Someone start the clock. Boom, there it is. Oh, we're broken.
Speed. Speed,
Dog.
focus.
Ever since you mentioned the insects of the sea, the legs look like cockroach legs.
literally what they are. You'll be fine.
He's just gonna barf into the fucking
They're delicious.
Sure.
He's barely hanging on. He's trying to appease the New Orleans.
There it is.
Suck the head.
I ain't sucking no head.
Head.
Suck the head.
All right, what'd you think?
You know, I like the shrimp. The crawfish.
We did some damage.
Crawfish is a bit visceral for me. I'm a bitch. You know what I mean? Call me what you will.
The insect comparison was a bad one.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
The legs at one point were sticking out like I just smashed a cockroach. When you get the meat out and you dunk it in the sauce, it is fucking good.
I just kept eating the shell.
It's good.
I'm picking shell out of my fucking teeth now.
All right, we got the mac and cheese jambalaya. This looks divine, I can't lie.
What's in it?
Breadcrumbs on top, pasta. There's definitely some sausage in here. Maybe some beans. This should be tremendous.
This looks good.
Cheese pull? See if you get a cheese pull. Oh yeah.
It's erotic. Oh.
Oh yeah. Okra, noodles, sausage.
I missed so many times. This is quality. Why can't I get this in my mouth? Mac and cheese, New Orleans, you invented something special.
Second winner of the day from Big Pete.
Let me get in there so you can speak. I got some in my eye I have to remove.
Quite good.
Shrimp po' boy. Your second time trying shrimp today. This is gonna be way easier. It's detailed, it's deshelled, it's fried up. You got a great remoulade. Just take that half of the sandwich.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful bun here. Sauces, lettuce, tomato. Cheers, my brother.
Cheers. Love you, buddy. Let's go.
Love you, brother.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Got a big bite in there, Petesy.
Yeah. The bread with the sauce.
That's pretty fucking good. I feel like New Orleans food, very messy.
It feels like we're eating a Bayou hot dog right now. It doesn't even feel like a sandwich.
Should we go there?
And this is called a po' boy.
Po' boy. I think because it probably cost not much money back in the day.
Po meaning boy.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
Man, shout out to the po' boys. Po' boys are one of my favorite foods on earth. I love them.
It's a lot of food, isn't it?
Going to fight these, baby. He's sweating his ass off.
I'm
soaked just by touching him. Etouffee, down on the bayou. Nola, bayou, that's all I can say. Smoothie King Center, down on the bayou.
very sorry if you're watching this and you're from New Orleans. I didn't quite embrace it the way you wanted me to. But I did try some shrimp. Thought it was pretty good, especially when it's battered and covered in bread. Fantastic.
All right, that's it for Cajun food. Crawfish, shout out, man. More difficult than I expected it to be. Great to have Big Petesy Carroll here. Don't know the next time I'm gonna do crawfish.
Never.
If Dustin Poirier fights again, we're gonna have
Okay.
to. Please retire, Dustin. That's a wrap for us. Shout out to the Big Easy.
So crawfish, when you eat them, you don't want to eat the ones that are not curled already, because that means that they were dead before they were boiled. And what you want is for the life to be taken away from the crawfish just moments before they serve it to you.
They were out of beignets.
I think they have here.
Actually, they weren't out of beignets. They don't serve beignets. So we're going to the M&M store, Rick's favorite place. Comes here like once a week, weirdly enough. Look at him.
Fuck.
Look at him, he's giddy. He's knocking out his weekly M&M stores trip early.
Yeah. I mean,
The boys take Times Square.
it smells like piss in here.
Welcome to New York, baby. It smells like piss everywhere.
I mean, I'm spellbound. Wow. Oh, look.
Is there a worse place on earth than the M&M store to have a post-Cajun food tummy ache in?
Toxic green, my favorite color.
The spicy bag's starting to bite back.
All right, but man, this is like a fucking airport.
Yeah. Rick comes here once a week, remember that. Orange, green.
Green first, deep green right there. Look at that.
This one right here?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And aqua looks nice, but I guess not, you know? Let's get some white here. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Irish flag, this is gonna cost $49.97. Too much white, or no?
Take a little sample.
Look at that.
Well, it means it symbolizes the unity between North and South, so it's beautiful. It's so emotional right now. It feels like I'm right back home. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Who knew they had white M&Ms though, in all seriousness?
Casey trying to dine and dash at the M&M store.
We aren't going to use this. Using these.
It's expensive as fuck.
Oh no, none of us have cash.
No, this is dirty. This is dirty. We're gonna get these for you, Petesy. What an honor. Seen this guy in so many commercials.
What a time to be alive.
$37 worth of M&Ms. All to get that Irish flag, baby.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we gotta taste it. See if it tastes like Ireland. See if it tastes like back home.
I can't wait to try these M&Ms.
Get those dirty paws
Is
in
that how
there.
you say it? M&Ms?
Get those dirty paws in there. Come on now.
They still got crawfish all over them and shit. Let's see. Magical.
Wow. Tastes like Ireland. Rick damn near pays rent at the M&M store. Notice.
Like mom makes it.
Notice. Out of beignets, Rick was like, M&M store, let's go to the M&M store. And then the motherfucker was running here. Come on. 48th Street. It was here on
I can't
Saturday.
keep food in my mouth today. It's just
Can't beat it.
I like having them homemade in the factory. $37 worth of M&Ms. What a waste.
There's some taste.
I'm so thirsty. All right, that's a wrap. Fight feast. Thought I was gonna punch the camera. I saw you, Florence. Let's go. Oh yeah, hey Petesy, what's up, man? You want to eat? Wow, that was a nice dab. You want to get some crawfish with me?
No, not really, but let's do it anyway.
Come on. This fucking pussy's scared of. He's scared of. Oh, selfie mode activated. Selfie mode activated. The boys in the back are now in the front. We ate the instincts down on the bayou. Who that said is gonna beat them Saints? We just got the auto 18% gratuity. What do you guys do? You auto tip me 18%? You ain't get another tip.
Well, there's service charge, but on the bill it says there's an 18 for tables.
Go Tigers. All right, that was our trip down to the bayou to try some crawfish and some shrimp po' boys and some jambalaya and some gumbo.
I'm just glad that Petesy got to experience my M&M store.
Yes, I'm glad too, honestly. I'm glad we all did. And we still have part of that here. This is probably, what, 18? Nah, this is probably like $13 worth of those $37 worth M&Ms. But the Irish flag will fly forever on this set because of the M&M store.
Beautiful.
Have you gone this week? I would assume yes.
I mean, come on. You don't even have to ask.
Your favorite place on earth?
Couldn't miss it for the world.
When Rick won he played basketball in high school and he won the state championship and he got interviewed by a local reporter and they tried to tee him up for the I'm going to Disney World moment. They were like, Eric Jackman, you just won the state championship. What are you going to do now? He did like a Kevin Garnett, anything is possible, but he was like, I'm going to the M&M store. We got to find that video somewhere. It was great.
It's there. It's on the internet somewhere.
Guy loves the M&M store.
Love it.
Yeah. Crawfish in the middle of Manhattan. I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't think it was that good.
I can't imagine it's as good as Louisiana, but like, I said it in the video many times, but once you get the meat and then the Cajun dipping sauce.
It's seasonal. Like usually they're at least 3 times that size.
Yeah, they were kind of tiny.
There's no way they're 3 times that
No,
size.
he's wrong.
That's
It's like 2.
I think you're
It's
thinking
like
of a
Literally
lobster,
like
Frank.
little lobsters.
Yeah, he's thinking of lobster.
That was like a little lobster, man.
All right.
It's like 2
Next
times.
time we're gonna get them overnighted from Louisiana, and we're gonna cook them in front of Jordan's house, which was the plan originally, but no one had
in front of Jordan's house.
like in the.
So we're going to the front lawn.
We're not gonna ask his permission. He's just
Yeah,
gonna
I
open.
offered the backyard where we have a nice little lawn. There's an outdoor TV. We can watch the fights.
No,
while we
front
do the
lawn.
boil. No,
Front
front
lawn.
lawn where everyone can watch where we put the trash.
I want you and Mrs. On Air to open the curtain and be like, "What's going on out front?" We're just got a giant pot.
Oh,
of
you're
crawfish.
just showing up to my house uninvited.
Exactly.
My man Frankie was slurping heads in there, bro. As soon as the bag showed up, I was like, chill. Frankie's like, it's just like, oh yeah, they were still alive when we killed them. It's just like,
His little thing about the curl was incredible.
it was a good time. It was a good time showing Petesy around. Petesy got some shrimp. The best thing was, and it always is when I have like Louisiana cooking, is the po' boys. I just love po' boys.
Yeah, po' boys are good. Crawfish, that was not a great crawfish spot. Better crawfish will set it off. It's quite good. Add the Old Bay seasoning to things. It's always going to be spicy. It's always going to be nice. Eminem Store is the highlight. As
Eminem-
always.
Eminem Store is always the highlight. Eminem Store is the highlight of your life. All right, let's go to the rest of the weekend. We got boxing, we got PFL, we got KSW. But let's go to South Africa, where there's the full schedule: Pacquiao, Barrios, KSW 108, UFC 318, Usyk, Dubois, Bam Rodriguez getting back in there. But let's go to PFL Africa, PFL Cape Town specifically. Really like it's a 2-fight card for me.
Yep.
2 fights that I'm interested in. I guess the AJ McKee fight I'm also interested in. But Johnny Eblen taking on Costello Vanstinas. And you told me. You asked me.
You better keep an eye out.
Am I ready for the Vanstinas era to begin in the PFL?
Are you?
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be.
Johnny Eblen should win this fight. I don't know. I don't know what
That's all you're going to say after that.
No.
He should win this fight. He's undefeated and he's minus 550.
I don't know what to say about this fight other than like it's good to see Johnny Eblen and Dakota Jacheva active, but not necessarily like these are not super compelling matchups for me. Now, granted, I think Sumiko Inaba is like at least a name that Bellator had tried to kind of promote for a long time, and is at least somebody who's like in the zeitgeist of MMA fans. Like, she's not unfamiliar. Costello, I think there's a little more work that needs to be done.
Sumiko Inaba is like, oh yeah, I remember Sumiko Inaba.
Yes, but do you remember Costello Vanstinas?
No, but like Sumiko Inaba lost to like Denise Kielholtz.
Yeah.
She has 9 fights and she's almost 35.
Look, I'm just trying to...
Dakota's minus 3,500.
What I'm trying to present here is that these are two not super compelling matchups, but they can be the start of showcases for these champions. If Johnny Eblen, and by the way, we have confirmation from the PFL now that there's going to be a belt on the line, the PFL championship.
Just the PFL middleweight world title. You can see the belt right there. Johnny Eblen looking scarily like Marvin Vettori now that he shaved his beard.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
It's a nice belt.
It is a nice belt. 12 pounds. They released some specs for it. It looks good, man. That's what it needs to be. One belt. One belt.
Well, the tournament champion's going to get a belt, and then they're going to fight the Johnny Eblen championship.
And like, if you're trying to star build, why is Dakota not just your de facto flyweight champion?
Maybe they will. I don't know. Maybe they'll make her. I don't know.
Should be a belt on the line for her. Strap the belt around her. She's 14-0. She's on like a 9-fight finish streak.
Yeah, I guess is there a champion? Who was the Bellator flyweight? Was Liz the champion? Bellator.
Corey Anderson also on here? Denise Goltsov?
Flyweight champion.
I mean, it's cool that they're going to South Africa, and that I believe that it is an accomplishment.
I wrote Bellator. UFC.
Man, they need to consolidate everything.
Yeah, it was Liz Carmouche. Okay. So wait, did Liz lose in the...
No.
Okay, so she's still I guess she's the PFL champion?
Just go ahead and book. After this, just book Ditcheva versus Carmouche.
Yeah.
Also, I did learn today the road to Dubai goes through Cape Town.
Yes, that's correct. I've heard that on my travels. Good to see Eblen. Good to see Ditcheva. Good to see Corey Anderson. Good to see AJ McKee.
I'm glad they're fighting.
Like, I'm happy that they are getting activity here, but all of these things feel a little bit...
Corey Anderson actually an underdog to Denise Goltsov.
I mean, Goltsov's pretty good. Another name that you would know if you're like somebody who followed the PFL tournaments for the longest time. Like, the dude was on a decent run in PFL, but I don't know how you build from these. Like, you need to have a next step from here, and it feels like every time there is a big PFL event, it feels like it kind of like drops in, it like parachutes in out of nowhere and then gone, and it's like there's no impact, there's no next step, even to the point that like Nurmagomedov and Hughes was there, and then it was like, oh shit, we have something to build on. The next step will be a rematch between these two guys, and then even that didn't come to fruition. We saw Francis Ngannou return, and then it was like, all right, now what? Like, what is next for Francis Ngannou? Hopefully there can be some kind of direction or momentum that happens here, especially for Eblen, especially for Ditcheva. But for me, this feels like a showcase, and hopefully they can deliver.
Yeah. Because if they can't, then it does just kind of feel like a failure.
And then it feels like a real flop. If any of the like bigger names on this lose, then it really feels like a flop.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you have Eblen and Dakota Ditcheva both being undefeated. Like, two of your bigger names, they're both undefeated. You want them to continue to stay that way in fights that they're massive favorites in.
But for what? To the next step, which is what? That's the problem. That's the huge problem.
Ditcheva at least has the potential of the Liz Carmouche fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
I
a
don't
good
know
point.
who Johnny Eblin fights after
If Liz can win, the tournament, she's in the final, right?
Yes.
If she can win the tournament, at least you have a name that you go, okay, Liz Carmouche versus Dakota Ditcheva. There's a fight there. So, yeah, but we need some momentum here.
We sure do, but I will be watching. An achievement, though, that they are going to South Africa.
And they're going to be, I believe they announced on ESPN Plus. They're going to be on ESPN Plus, so you can watch this.
I believe that starts at like 10 a.m. here or something.
Yeah.
What's the time in Cape Town right now, Frankie?
I'm not really sure.
11:34 p.m.?
That's right. 8:34. 8:34.
8:34.
8:34.
6 hours. Okay, nice. All right, so that's the MMA on the weekend. Boxing, Alexander Usyk taking on Daniel Dubois in a rematch of their fight from August 2023 at Wembley Stadium. It's probably going to be a sellout. Undisputed heavyweight title on the line. It's fantastic theater.
Yeah, it's a big fight. Dubois seems to have some momentum right now. I am not one of the people that thought like low blow controversy, none of that. I didn't care about any of that part. I care more about the idea that the Dubois that I saw against Joshua to me is like a supremely talented fighter, and I'm ready to see him against Usyk. If Usyk is still Usyk, and every day, hour, minute that goes by, we get closer to like, yeah, there's going to be an endpoint for Usyk. If Usyk is still Usyk, he will win this fight. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're at an inflection point where all of a sudden Dubois is the guy and he's ready for his time, and Usyk's on the way out. He's kind of been locked in that Tyson Fury series. So I wouldn't be surprised by a Dubois win, but I am still, for the moment, thinking that Usyk gets this done. But I wouldn't be surprised at all by Dubois. I think he is elite.
Yeah, and I mean, he obviously has massive punching power and everything like that, but I just feel like the way that Usyk boxes, he's such a terrific boxer.
Yeah.
Like, Dubois has that power to put you out, but I don't feel he's a terrific boxer. I think that he's going to need to hurt Usyk badly. I don't think he's going to outpoint him to a decision win or anything like that. And how defensively sound Usyk is, just his ability, just how good he is as an all-around boxer. I'm not ready to end the streak here for Usyk. I just can't imagine he goes undefeated. He gets the 2 wins over Tyson Fury, and then 6 months later, it's just like, well, everything's gone. We lost to Dubois, and now I'm going to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, until Usyk loses a step, there's a real safe bet that he's better than everybody who he's going to face. But maybe that day that he loses a step is here.
I'm also with you on the low blow thing. I think
nothing.
At the end of the day, he finished Daniel Dubois, and I don't know if he finishes him here, but I think he does get another win, gets that undisputed. And then I don't know how much.
That's the third time for him. So yeah, that's impressive stuff. But I mean, we talked about it. His career is incredible,
unbelievable. And at that point, I don't know what else he has left. A Joe Parker fight, but like, does that get him out of bed?
He seems to want one more. So let's see what it ends up being. Like, I would like to see Joe Parker get it.
An Alex Pereira fight.
God, I mean, I would definitely like to see that, but I don't think that's realistic. Shit, there's so many other fights I'd rather see Alex Pereira fight right now than the Magomed Ankalaev fight. I'd rather see him versus Usyk. I'd rather see him versus Tom Aspinall or another heavyweight. But I wouldn't say to no to either of those. But I'm also not like Usyk has 0 left to prove, and there's nobody that is out there that I'm like, yeah, I need to see that guy.
Right now, Alexander Usyk minus 300, Daniel Dubois.
Makes sense.
Plus 235.
He's a pound for pound great. He's incredible.
And then we are getting the return of Manny Pacquiao going up against Mario Barrios, fighting for a title. The WBC welterweight title will be on the line for 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, it's a scary thought, I'll be honest, because I don't know what Manny Pacquiao is going to have left at this point in his career, and I think a lot of people are in that position. But God damn it, if he doesn't, like, we booked, Manny was on the show yesterday with Ariel, and he, like, I was like nervous. Like, he carries an aura. He is a name that is like in the pantheon of fight sports. Like, we talk about, like, Usyk is an absolute legend. Manny Pacquiao is like levels above that in terms of like the name recognition, the legendary status, superstar level. And so I'm excited for a Manny Pacquiao fight because it's a Manny Pacquiao fight, but I don't love the idea of a 46-year-old guy like coming in there against
A 30-year-old.
a reigning champion. Like it is a bit of an odd one. If he can summon something and create some magic, it would be truly special. And we've seen, some of the older legends do stuff like that before. Like Bernard Hopkins was able to do it. If he can do it, it would be special. But I'm not banking on it. I think Barrios is going to get it done.
Yeah, against the 30-year-old.
I just hope it doesn't go sad. That's my only hope. Is like I hope this doesn't go sad.
29-2.
Yeah,
18 wins by knockout. Big dude as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, Pac-Man is like special. Like what he was able to do in the sport of boxing in terms of moving up weight classes and how he was able to navigate that throughout his career. He is a truly special fighter. But man, at 46 years old, you have to wonder, has the magic run out? And by the way, this is not like some unique thought. Everybody is thinking this. Every single person who's thinking about this fight is like, it reminds me of the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul thing. It's like, we know there's really no chance, but what if he summons the magic one more time? And it's just like, he's not going to. He is not going to. He's a 46-year-old man.
I honestly think that line shocks me the most of the weekend. Mario Barrios minus 275. Manny Pacquiao
feels like a
plus
no-brainer.
210.
Yeah.
Feels like a no-brainer to side with Mario Barrios just because of the age difference there. But overall, a great weekend in combat sports. A busy weekend in combat sports. A busy Saturday. It really isn't even the weekend. It's just the Saturday. It should be great. A lot of meaningful fights happening on Saturday, and we'll be right here on Saturday night watching UFC
join us.
318 for our watch party. Please feel free to join us. All right, let's do recap from last week betting.
Yes.
Parlay Pals.
Yep.
For this week and this week's bets. Let's start with the recap. I can't wait for this Parlay Pals recap. Oh, yes. Parlay Pals. There it is. Greens across the
Look
board.
at all that green.
Looking good.
The key is look at that green in the corner.
Yeah, we're net up.
Plus 628, 11 and 19. 30 in. We're hitting at like a 35% clip.
That's okay.
But we're up almost 5 units, baby.
We're up 5 units.
We are up 5 units. I finished up like a unit last week. I finished down like 1.1 on MMA, but then I had the Katie Taylor money line bet.
Katie Taylor was nice.
Yeah, essentially even for your boy. Let's give a shout out to some big hitters before we get into our picks for this weekend. And there's always quite a few. Everyone always seems to hit big. Let's kick it off. Daniel Kraus goes Petrino by sub. Round 1 plus 1,700 and just sub period plus 900.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it turns $200 into 2,800. Not bad. Shout out to D Kraus. 030493. Next up, Girthy Meats. Turns $7 into 850. Plus 11,510. Walter Walker by sub. Chatrier by KO. And Steve Garcia by points.
Wow.
What a play.
Morgan by KO and Steve Garcia by points is a pull right there.
That is a pull. Turns $7 into 850. Next up, Hey Aaron Hey, $1 into 750 plus 75,094. Mike Davis to win by KO. Walter Walker by sub. Jake Matthews money line. Chris Curtis money line. Tuco Tacos by sub. Under 1.5 in the Petrino fight. And Morgan Charrier to win by KO. Plus 75,094. Turns $1 into 751. Absolutely insane. Next up, Auto 6. $9 into 625. Played some over-unders. Mike Davis under. Fatima Klima over. Kennedy under. Mora, money line. Jake Matthews, cheat. He doesn't go the distance. 65-1 on that one for Auto. Next up, Indy Cot 9,009. Eduardo Mara, Chris Curtis, Morgan Charrier, over 2.5 in a fight. Derek Lewis to win by KO, and then a couple more overs and one not to go the distance. Plus 11,552 turns $10 into 1,165. Insane, man. Congratulations to you. And then a man we've shouted out several times, Dravi, one of the best in the business. He goes Fatima Klein, KO, round 3 plus 1,300, throws $192 on it, turns it into 2,688. I mean, just absolutely Unreal. Another sharp. There week after week. JT Lines. Thank this chat for this one. I guess he does live streams for this one. Turns $100 into 31.14. He goes Tuco Tacos underdog. Vitor Petrino, money line. Morgan Charrier, money line. Steve Garcia, money line. Gabriel Bonfim, money line. Barely sneaks away with that one. And Derek Lewis, money line. I think that's a full main card parlay there. Hits all of them 100 into 3,100. And then it's just the weeklies. Jay Singh and Mr. Electrocute. It's just every week. Jay Singh, 2 parlays, turns 3,800 into over 43,000. Hits the takedown parlays week after week after week. If you have DraftKings and you have takedown props, it's the best bet to tail in the whole wide world. If it doesn't hit, it comes close, and it hits a lot. And then Mr. Electrocute, Art C, the man, he goes same game parlay, $50. Junior Tafa, most significant strikes. Tuco Tacos, most strikes, period. Tuco Tacos, by submission. $50 into 4,550. Nailed it.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Impressive stuff.
Shout out to the big hitters. They impress me every week. It really is a thing of beauty watching them work. Now it's time to make our picks for this weekend, UFC 318. You got boxing, you got PFL, a lot to choose from. I've already received Petey's pick, Ateba Gatier money line.
I love it.
Frankie, why don't you go first? Rick second, then I'll go third.
Cool.
All right. I'll go first.
You go first, man.
I want Ige and Pitbull to go over 2.5 rounds.
You want it, or are you taking that? Or both?
Both.
Okay, good.
All right.
Like it.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Lock dog money line. Easy. Lock dog is a lock money line.
Love it. I'll go Golden Boy. I'll go Daniel Zellhuber to get it done against Michael Johnson.
Let's do it.
He's going to look like he's getting it done, unless
Michael Johnson kills him.
Can we continue the are we calling it a streak now? Can we look at that plus 221? That'd get us really firmly.
Well, how many was that 2 in a row? We had hit back to back?
I think so.
Okay.
I
Then
think
yes,
so.
it is a streak. We're
Because
streaking.
we got to 10 and 19, yeah, now 11 and 19. Let's keep it rolling. All right. To my picks on the weekend, a few of them here. We started UFC 318.
Oh, the graphics look tremendous.
Shout out. Shout out to New Orleans. They make it easy to make the graphics look good. Crute Prochnio under 2.5. I don't think Crute goes to a draw here. I think these guys get busy, and I think someone gets a finish. Next up, my breakout fighter of the year, Vinicius Oliveira. Lock dog. Gets it done. How? Flying knee? Probably not. Probably just mixes the martial arts like we saw him do against Said Nurmagomedov, and another impressive performance by Mr. Vinicius Oliveira. To the main event, I'm going to take this fight to go the distance. Dustin Max fight goes to a decision. I just think this is going to be a war. I don't think Max's chin is gone, and I don't see Max putting Dustin out. I think this is one of those back and forth war that's going to be exciting the whole way.
Can I ask you something? I meant to ask this earlier, but I did not.
Ask it.
Grappling at all. Dustin tried to mix it in a little bit in the second fight. Do we see any grappling?
I think he tried to mix it in the second fight, but I think he was at a different point in his career. I think in front of this crowd with what's on the line and just being his last fight, I think they just let it fly.
I think so too.
I don't think Max is going to try to grapple. I think
No.
that is very unlikely. All right, a couple parlays for you here. Daniel Zellhuber, the Golden Boy with Roman Kopylov. Got a pretty bad line on Roman Kopylov. That one has come in, but I did get a good line on Daniel Zellhuber in that one. I think both those guys get it done. Next up, my girl, Street Fighter, Carly Judice, parlayed with Danny Ige. I just can't trust Patricio Pitbull after that last performance. And the fact that Danny Ige has never been knocked out gives me belief that he gets it done here, either by hurting Patricio or just outpointing him to a decision win. And then I also parlayed Carly with Kevin Holland. Took Kevin Holland like minus 380. Still a wide price on Kevin Holland, but not exactly where he's at now with like minus 500. And then in the boxing, mentioned it. Oh, wait, no, I have one more. A fight does not start round 3 parlay. Early on, this is just pure violence. Span Bretsky, Adam Fugit against Islam Dulatov, and then Bruno Ferreira, Jackson McVeigh. Going with none of them to start round 3. And then the boxing, like I said, I just love Manny Pacquiao, but at the age, I'm going Mario Barrios, and I don't think it's time for Alexander Usyk to stop. So I'll be backing both of them in the main events of their respective cards. And those are the picks for a busy weekend in combat
Good
sports.
picks.
Hopefully.
Wow, Frank was impressed this time.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood that they're good picks, Frank. We shall see on the weekend. Time for our pound-for-pound rankings. This week, in honor of Dustin the Diamond Poirier, we thought maybe we'd rank his fights, but we sort of did that in paying homage to him, in a look back at his career. So in honor of Dustin Poirier, we are going to rank our pound-for-pound favorite hot sauces.
Love it.
Will
Dustin
Poirier's hot sauce make the list?
This is in my wheelhouse. I mean, we'll have to see.
This is in your wheelhouse. Frankie, what's the order, brother?
All right, the order this time is going to be Frank,
Okay.
then Connor,
Okay.
and then Rick.
Can't wait.
However,
Wow.
as we get things loaded into the chamber here to discuss our list, we have another contender who wanted to submit their pound-for-pound hot sauce list, and it's from our own Ben Hefner.
Oh, shit.
Holy
Has
shit.
provided a top 5,
Oh, shit.
and it can't be messed with. Like, we had to read this. So
Wow.
we got number 5, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Scorpion Hot Sauce. We got number 4, and God help me pronouncing some of these.
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
Wait.
I just heard 2 different pronouncing.
Wait.
Uh-oh. We're contending this already?
What's wrong, Eric? Let's talk.
He
Let's
keeps
talk.
saying,
Let's
wait, I
talk.
think he's broken.
I didn't give any parameters to Ben Hefner. Ben Hefner sent it to me because I asked for it.
I know, but
And I know we had a discussion. Gochujang is actually a paste and
I
not
was
a
going to
sauce.
say, it's a bit of a paste.
It's a paste, but Ben
Wow.
Hefner
This
lives
is
by
Ben's
different
moment,
rules.
Rick,
This
and
is
you're
Ben's
trying
moment,
to-
and you're
wow.
not going to do this to him.
So
we
go
love
to number
we love
3.
you, Ben Hefner.
Number 3, we have Hellfire Hot Sauce, Cranked. I think we got a picture of the bottle here. Look at this. You're not going to fuck with Cranked.
Black Garlic Reaper. Goddamn. Yeah, that thing probably kicks. That thing probably kicks pretty bad.
Number 2, we got some chili paste.
Yeah, I was going to say Sambal Olek is like a chili paste, chili oil type deal, not really a
Really
hot
tasty,
sauce.
though. I
Another
find.
paste.
Very-
You know, we've all had it.
And then,
We've all had it.
Connor, why don't you take us home on this number 1 with your, Duolingo
This is
streak
tough.
here. Yeah.
Chili lengua de fuego.
Lengua is tongue, yes? This is like
Yeah,
a fire
the
tongue?
The chili of the fire tongue. Yeah.
Utila fire hot sauce. This is his number 1.
This is the number 1. Look
Whoa,
at that
that's a
bottle.
beautiful bottle.
I love the tongue animation. Yeah, this is...
This is great.
I got to try some of this. Now, I don't traditionally go for... It looks like green. It looks like a green sauce, but
I'm not
maybe
a
that's
huge
just...
green sauce guy.
Maybe that's just the bottle color. I like green sauces generally. I don't like them for hot.
Ben Hefner knows ball.
No, clearly. I mean, look
When
at
I
the
saw the
pulls
list, I was
he's
like,
doing.
he's got to get on here.
I'd only heard of the chili oil and the gochujang. The other ones I had never heard of. Mine is much more basic. Hands up, mine is much more basic.
A fantastic list. We love Ben Hefner. Shout out to you. Unfortunately disqualified for 2 pastes, but that's okay.
Jeez.
That's okay.
I actually am in agreement here. We
we'll
love
try
Ben
it again.
Hefner, but there is an automatic disqualification for 2 pastes.
So petty.
All right, well then, I
Well, it's
guess
not
that-
petty.
that-
It's just rules.
It's just rules.
All right,
That's
it's
just
not petty.
qualified
It's actually pasty. It's pastes.
But also, yes, we love you, Ben, and I would love to do just like a day of eating hot shit.
I feel like we got it.
If you're down. I feel like we got it.
So my list pales in comparison. I wanted to retire after I saw Ben's list, but I guess I need to keep going. So my number 5 is my go-to for most things that require just a little bit of heat, and that is your fine bottle of sriracha, also known as cock sauce, because of the chicken that's on the front. It's a rooster.
Huh.
I have, just
never
for the
heard
record,
that?
never in my life has anybody ever said in my presence cock sauce. I'm just gonna, and that extends to anything. I've never heard that term ever related to hot sauce or anything else. Just for the record.
In today's
That's a good
climate, with
record.
everything going on this week,
You know what?
that's what you
GC?
pull, Frank?
GC, why don't you
Cock
just
sauce?
hang out a little bit, all right? You hold on to a weight. Number 4 is one of my favorites to put on like fried chicken, and that is Louisiana hot sauce, which is amazing.
Classic.
It's got like a tang to it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I can
Classic.
just douse anything in that. My number 3, they actually came to me and they were like, what should we name this hot sauce? I was like, look no further. Just call it Frank's Red Hot.
Why this isn't 1 through 5 is beyond me.
Yeah, why?
All the different variations and flavors.
Wait, what? Okay. Coming in at number 2.
Frank doesn't get a bit. Frank doesn't get his own bits anymore.
Like, Jesus, you could have gone like Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili, Frank's Red Hot Barbecue,
Oh,
Frank's
wow.
Buffalo. Like, you could have just done Frank's,
Look, man,
Frank's,
I'm just
Frank's,
a
Frank's,
humble
Frank's.
engineer, all right?
I mean, it could have been. It could have been.
My number 2 has been the hot sauce that I've eaten all my life. It was like a staple in the household, and I can't live without it. It is just your typical Tabasco company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you say typical Tabasco company. It's a very quality hot sauce.
It comes
Another
in a
classic.
little, I think that's actually like a perfume bottle.
Huh?
A cologne bottle. Yeah, that's what they refer to. That's where they got them. They like got them as a surplus from some sort of
Legit.
company.
Yeah.
Legit. That's
And like
what
the
that
way it
bottle
comes
shape
out is like similar to like an aftershave.
And to be honest, I've used it as an aftershave before. Don't recommend it, but a great way to wake up.
What have you used
iconic
that-
logo as well.
Just curious,
Iconic
what have you
logo.
used the cock sauce as before?
Yeah.
Other than
I don't think I could say
I've
that.
also been
right
to
now.
several like
As a weight,
Asian-inspired
as a-
restaurants.
like a
And
strengthening.
He's been like, hey, man, can you pass the sriracha?
he didn't say the cock sauce.
No.
He saved that for today. Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm. In today's climate.
And my number 1 is actually a hot sauce, or is it? I don't know. I never had experienced it before moving to New York, but it is my favorite, and that is SD's sauce. It's specifically the Thai hot sauce. I can't eat Thai food or Vietnamese or anything without adding this to it. It's got a little bit of a fishy flavor to it. It's got lime. It's amazing. So good that I bought some for Ricky Jack, and he immediately turned his nose up and was like, oh, this isn't hot sauce. I'm like, it's a fucking gift, dude. Like, can you just take a gift? Then he enjoyed it so much, he showed me a picture where he had dumped half the bottle on one piece of chicken, and then, God bless him, he sent me a variation of all the different flavors.
Oh, what a nice guy that guy is.
Via mail as a, in my opinion, a way of saying thank you. Or he felt guilty because he's like, I really did shit all over this when Frank handed me this not a cheap bottle of hot sauce. You know what? That's my list. Those are my favorites. Please take it away, Connor.
I do love how you went like brand name, like niche hot sauce.
It's a New York based company. I will say, no doubt it qualifies as a hot sauce. It is a Thai hot sauce, 100%.
I think when you read the ingredients, it just seemed more like a medley of like seasonings.
Yeah.
But I definitely, it puts a pinch on
Hot
whatever
sauce.
I wanted to. And I do have to admit, for the list, I wanted to give it its shine, but like Tabasco is kind of my go-to for anything.
That's your daily driver, as they call it.
The daily driver.
All right, here we go. Number 5. Your number 2, Frank. Go to. It's at essentially every restaurant. I think it is the most popular hot sauce by name, like asked for at restaurants, and that's Louisiana's own. That is Tabasco. Love a vinegar based. I think it's just 3 ingredients. I think it's just salt.
Simple.
I mean, salt, vinegar, and peppers.
Peppers, yeah.
That's all it is. Nice and simple. This on like a nice hard-boiled eggs, period, chicken.
Scrambled, it's solid.
Like rice.
It's a good breakfast one.
It's good with like anything. Absolutely love Tabasco. Next up, one of the hotter ones that I enjoy, but I do enjoy it often. It's a Mexican hot sauce, Valentina, but we're going Valentina Black Label, the extra hot one. Valentina is like my response to Frank's Louisiana. Not going to be that expensive. Going to be like kind of like the bottom shelf, but it's going to be widely available at every grocery store. Very popular. Valentina Black Label. Get the extra hot going there. Next up, more niche, but also very widely available. Like they're not going to have them at a restaurant, but like they're going to have it at most major grocery stores. Number 3, that's the Aardvark Habanero.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Hot sauce. It's just a quality sauce right there. Hot, but it's very flavorful. It's not like the thin vinegariness of a Tabasco. It's a very solid sauce. Which leads me to number 2, very similar. Not going to find it at restaurants, but you will find it at most major grocery stores. That is Yellowbird Habanero hot sauce. This one comes in like a sriracha type bottle. Also, just very solid hot sauce. Just adds a nice flavor.
They make a great line. And they've been featured on Hot Ones before.
Oh, they're great.
Yellowbird.
That's actually where I learned about it. Was
very solid
from Hot Ones. And then number 1, I bookend it with 2 different types of Tabasco. My all-time favorite, the Chipotle edition of Tabasco, that dark red. Absolutely love this one. People think that this is Chipotle's own. Like people used to steal this from Chipotle's restaurants and be like, oh, You can only get it here. It's like, nah, man, this is a widely distributed one.
Is Rick getting excited?
Absolutely
about
love
hot
it.
sauces?
No, I think he's disappointed. I'm okay with that. Absolutely love this hot sauce.
Do you know what a chipotle is?
What
Like a dried
sun-dried jalapeno?
Yeah, I like it though. It's nice smoky.
Love
flavor.
it. Love a nice smoky flavor. Shout out.
Poor Rick.
That was a fantastic list ruined by the end there.
Oh, you don't like the chipotle?
The smoke is not.
Oh, love the
Hot,
smoke.
you're putting on the hot sauce for the vinegar flavor. You
Yeah,
don't.
love the smoke.
Ugh,
Love the smoke.
what a good list. That was just.
Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco's great.
Tabasco.
Tabasco makes it.
Any
Yeah,
flavor.
Just Tabasco. No,
I'm saying Tabasco makes
No, not Chipotle though. Just the Tabasco. All right, we're gonna start number 5. Did we all start here? No. What was your 5?
Tabasco.
Okay, my 5 is Sriracha, where Frank also started. Solid sauce. That brand in particular, I'm not calling it what Frank called it. Is the one with the rooster on it.
Yeah.
It has. Oh wow. What they're showing is that you see that there. It does actually say cock sauce.
Is this Wikipedia and Frank just edited it?
It's quite good. It's good across different things, but my reason it's number 5 and hasn't advanced higher, like I like the combination of sweet and spicy, not universal enough. And it should be clear for this list, like I am a hot sauce connoisseur. I have had numerous different types of hot sauce. I wanted to go pretty widely available. I wanted to go like across the board. Some of my dailies, some of the ones I use regularly. I don't want to go too like niche. I didn't want to go too hipster on some of these picks. Sriracha is a great one, but there's certain dishes that I'm going to go for something else instead of Sriracha. So that's why it doesn't climb higher. Number 4, your favorite, Tabasco.
Love it.
Fuck yeah.
Love a Tabasco. Simple ingredients, vinegar base, like good pepper taste, good texture, liquidy, but provides enough thickness to really make sure that you get a good coating. And as the people in this control room and this studio can attest to, I put a lot of hot sauce on the things I eat, so I need to have something that can withstand that.
Always available.
Always available. You can get this anywhere. It's a great hot
Keep one
sauce.
in the control room at all times.
Number 3, I'm shocked, but I share this with somebody, and that's Valentina.
Oh, yeah.
And now I didn't go the extra hot because I was trying to go widely available, but the regular Valentina I think is the best Mexican hot sauce. Like there's obviously the Tapatio and the Cholula. I go to Valentina a little bit.
Started
thicker.
on Cholula. Loved Cholula. Never really got into Tapatio, then made the switch over to Valentina.
Thickness, flavor. I feel like Valentina is the best one.
Have you ever had like a bag of potato chips handed to you at like a Mexican torta place or whatever, where they just shower it with Valentina and lime right on the potato chips?
I have
It's
not,
amazing.
but by default, when I have chips, even if I have guac, the Valentina goes in the guac, or I put Valentina on it. I love Valentina. And Shevchenko, shout out. Number 2, this was previously Korean paste, but it has been edited because I was shamed by Jordan. You know, just putting that out there. Number 2, Crystal. Crystal hot sauce. Shout out to an OG. Shout out to a legend. The original Louisiana hot sauce.
I was going to say, I see this in the same category as Louisiana.
It is in the same category. Slightly different flavor profile. A little less salt than Louisiana, but a really solid, a little bit thinner, but really, really solid hot sauce. You can pretty much get it anywhere. You have to look a little bit. It's not going to be like the one that they have at the table at most places, but a very solid Louisiana vinegar-based hot sauce. A lot of my list is going to be that vinegar-based. I've already got 2 on there. And number 1 is another classic. It's that Louisiana sauce.
Hell yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Nice.
Most versatile.
It
most
It's
versatile.
like a 99-cent hot sauce.
That's what's so brilliant about it. That is what's so brilliant about the Louisiana hot sauce. It is my favorite of the Louisiana style ones, the vinegar based ones. I feel like it has the right spice level, the good of the best pepper consistency. There are many who will say Crystal is better. In fact, like I feel like that's kind of like the two horse race. Many will pick Crystal. Crystal was off my list previously. I had the gochujang on my list as number 2, but those 2 you can't go wrong with. And you also like. In general, my favorite style of hot sauce is that vinegar based with the almost watery kind of feel to it,
Fuck yeah.
but goes across everything. I feel like we all did pretty well.
Yeah, I have Tabasco as my number 1 Louisiana style one.
And
Louisiana
that's
on a
fine.
po' boy.
Ooh,
You
dude.
douse it in there.
Oh,
Frank
brother,
and
you're
my list
speaking my
are
business.
startlingly similar.
You're speaking my business, man. Someone I saw in the chat, and I have had this before, the Tabasco Family Reserve sauce.
What is the
I have not
flavor
had that.
of that? Like, what is the
Is that the one that
difference?
comes in a decanter? You gotta like pour it out.
No. It's just like different peppers that they use.
I'll look into it.
Oak
Ben Hefner
barrels.
update quickly.
Aged.
He says gochujang he knows it's not a typical hot sauce where you pour it on, but he says it's the best condiment on a burger actually. Not a
I
hot
could-
sauce,
I
but
could
it's
see
a
that.
condiment.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were ranking burger condiments.
Listen, the guy helps
Look,
us out every day, every
Ben-
weekend.
Ben
you know,
Hefner-
and you
Ben
guys are
Hefner
just
goes out on a limb one time and is like, "Let me contribute to this," and we're just like,
Welcome to
"No."
Black. That's exactly what happens.
Shout out to Ben Hefner, an absolute legend. We really appreciate everything he does for the show. He's just incorrect in this scenario. That's okay. Look, there will be another day for pastes. Maybe.
not everyone can have banger takes like you, Rick.
Yeah.
But also,
naturally.
for somebody that wants to be on Hot Ones, Rick, this list is really interesting.
Wow. He
So-
was picking his favorite, not like the
No,
hottest.
no, no.
Hey, that's
but,
right,
But
that's
he,
right.
He like knows so much. About
Important to note. These are very enjoyable sauces, and this is why I picked them, because I'm gonna put this on stuff. Once you start crossing this threshold, once you start creeping up to the habanero sauces, then you start getting to like the Thai chili, the ghost peppers, into the reapers and things like that. The meal itself is no longer enjoyable. It is actually becoming a test of endurance. Now,
It's a
granted, I'm up for the challenge. I'm ready for that. But I was trying to go with sauces that I use on the regular and really enjoy. But I will say it's a fair criticism by you.
Yeah,
Yeah, just an observation.
just coming in a little hot.
That's fair.
Like
It's
hot
fair.
sauce.
I could have come with like Da Bomb #1 and all these crazy ones and all these things, but I tried to go a little more like, what am I actually going to put in my meals? What am I going to enjoy day to day?
I'm with you. And availability matters as well.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I mean,
if we
I will
did
say-
like a beers list, I don't want to know about your local 12% IPA that you got down the road.
I will say though, back in the day,
You
like
could.
when I was growing up, these things were kind of not widely available. It's like you had your local hot sauce, like whatever was at the local stores that you went to or whatever was at your local restaurants.
Eats.
Exactly. Texas Pete's was a popular one. Now that the advent of like the internet and online shopping and all these things, it has exposed me to so many new ones, which is the incredible part. It's like almost all of them are available. Hot Ones has their own heatiness line. Dustin Poirier, who did not make any of our lists, but is a very good hot sauce.
It's a solid hot sauce.
Is available for people. So yeah, shout out to all the hot sauce makers out there. I'm a fan.
Shout out to
And
him.
Ben, shout out to you.
Shout out to Ben, brother.
Ben,
appreciate
3
you
solid
sending that
hot
list
sauces
in.
and 2 pastes. Incredible.
It was incredible work. 3 hot sauces and 2 pastes. All right, those are the pound for pound rankings of hot sauces. Frankie, we got any voicemails, brother?
Damn right we do.
From Tucson, Arizona, after my helicopter flight school, and
congrats.
for some reason I was just thinking about you guys while watching the show.
Fucking hell.
Have you guys ever seen those videos where people do, like, they create their perfect fighter, you know, their striking, your wrestling, your conditioning, your IQ?
Yeah.
If you guys had to create your perfect fighter and then put them one up against each other, who would win? And we can even make this a tournament or any way you'd like. It's all up to you guys. You make the rules, but I'm just interested in your guys' take. Appreciate you, and good luck out there.
Good luck to you, man. Congratulations on your helicopter flight school. So he's saying like build a fighter, striking, wrestling.
But yeah, let's do them quick. Do we do? What about like? Do we do like power or let's just do striking?
Let's just do striking. I'm gonna go Ilya Taporia striking.
I mean, that's a great one. I'll go Anderson Silva.
Oh, nice. Wrestling. Give me Habib. All right, Habib's wrestling. What else is there?
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. Give me Charles Oliveira.
Damian Maia.
Nice.
Heart.
Give me. You know what? Give me Dustin Poirier.
I was thinking that. I'm going Frankie Edgar, but
Love it.
You could go Dustin Poirier for sure.
Love it.
IQ.
Ooh, IQ. Give me Demetrius Johnson.
That's a fucking great one. I wasn't even thinking that. I'll go GSP, but that's that's very good.
Anything else? Chin?
Both those Max.
Yeah, Max is probably one.
Max.
Who am I thinking of right now that hasn't been knocked out yet? That has a concrete chin. I'll take Marvin Vittori's chin.
Okay, great.
Blockhead Marvin Vittori.
I feel like both those fighters are pretty fucking formidable.
And then Conor McGregor's
money.
All right, there it is. They're the fighters. What's next, there, Frankie?
What's up, boys in the back? This is Adam calling in from Amsterdam.
Wow,
and,
what's up,
my
Adam?
question for you guys today is, with all the talk of UFC coming to all these new markets, which was a bit disappointing, Spain, South Africa, a lot of these didn't really pan out. My question is, what markets that they haven't been to in a long time, maybe a country they visited once a few years ago, could they possibly come back to that you'd be interested in? I'm biased, but for me, the Netherlands would be one of them. But I know they've done events in South Korea, Japan, I think Philippines as well, that they haven't been to in years. So I don't know what locations do you guys remember that you would like to see again, perhaps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, they're going to China next month.
I was thinking Shanghai, but they're going.
Shanghai is great. Japan, South Korea.
Japan would be
amazing.
nuts.
Sweden, going back to Prague. You mentioned the Netherlands, going back there would be amazing. Haven't they been to like Uruguay and Argentina before?
I think they have, yeah.
Like going to South American countries that aren't Brazil, I think would be really cool to see. They've been going to Australia a lot lately. I think all of those would be
not a country and not a return, but God, a UFC event in Hawaii would be next level.
Hawaii, Spain, Africa.
Those are the top.
Yeah. There was a UFC Nova Scotia. Would love to see them run that one back. I think Derek Lewis was the main event.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a UFC Nova Scotia. Yeah, Derek Lewis versus UFC Halifax, I'm sorry, which is in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's in Nova.
Sorry. I'm not wildly familiar with my Nova Scotia geography. Yeah, Lewis Brown, shout out.
What's up, guys? Jacob here. First-time caller, long-time listener.
Appreciate you.
Sent in those Aspinall cards a little bit ago, and it looks like we have some fight news now. Most likely going to be Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
After he wipes out Gane, who is Aspinall fighting next? And do we think it's going to be Aspinall Jones at the White House main event next year? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Appreciate you all. Have a great day.
Okay. I think it's Aspinall Gane on the same card as Jailton and Volkov. I think he gets the winner of that, beats them, and then we'll do Jon Jones at the White House.
Okay, but timing-wise, we talked about this earlier.
Yep.
When do you do that then? February?
February, runs through them. He'll be ready for July.
Yeah, you could do that. I think that's probably likely. Man, though.
Do you know the superstar he will be if he could accomplish that 3-fight win streak?
Okay, but let me just throw out there. In a doomsday scenario.
Yeah.
If he gets into a war in February
with Jailton
and Jon Jones fight goes off the table because of that, it would be fucking miserable.
Sure.
It would be catastrophic.
For sure. But it'd also be catastrophic if you sat around and never got.
I agree.
Gentlemen, my name is Logan. I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Shout out Vancouver.
I just had an idea for your guys' show. Since you're getting all these international calls, I thought you could get a sort of digital map where you put the pins in it and you can see all the different areas everyone's called. Keep up the good work. Bye.
I like that.
That'd be pretty sick.
I like that idea. What have we gotten today? We've gotten Amsterdam, Vancouver, somewhere in California. No, Tucson, Arizona.
The problem is we don't have anybody here who will run that.
Yeah, we're a tight crew here.
Who, me? Definitely not. If there was an intrepid fan out there who wanted to do it, we'd be appreciative. Because we have gotten some crazy ones.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the watch party this weekend to do a
shout out, a roll call.
Yeah, roll call. Where y'all at?
It's a good idea though.
How's it going, you guys? This is Andrew. Currently, right now, it's 110 degrees here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow.
And I came across one of the videos of a tournament going on, and I don't know if I didn't get the memo or whatnot, but I'd like to put myself in. Now, I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. can we meet somewhere in Apex? I don't mind where it's at. I just know I want to take my trophy and go home. Definitely bring me into there. I know what I'm capable of. And FedEx, baby. I don't care about no USPS. Those packages are about to sound deep, let's be honest.
Checking in. Wow. That was great. No, man, Fight League. We're still developing. We're still in the works.
We're still building. But there's been a lot of non-USPS representation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Seems like it's USPS against the world.
Boys in the back. Boys in the back.
It's the original artist.
This is Derek from North Carolina, Trinity, North
Derek?
Carolina, originally from Lithonia, Georgia. Shout out. I'm watching the Serrano and Taylor fight right now. Been a pretty good card overall. But, man, I just wanted to say I've seen them show all these celebrities on the screen. They showed Kevin Hart, some chick on a Netflix show. They showed some comedian, some dude from Happy Gilmore. And the biggest pop for me personally is when I seen the dynamic duo, the incomparable GC and New York Brick.
Yes, sir.
You guys are flipping incredible. And it's dope that y'all are there. Y'all take it easy. Shout out Frank. Shout out Andy. Shout out Jordan. Y'all take it easy now. Shout out AH also. Peace.
Shout out, brother.
Shout out to you.
Love it. What a message. While he was watching live. Yeah. It's a great night.
Respect.
Great night in the garden.
Yo, what's up, boys in the back?
What's up, brother?
Justin from Vancouver here. Okay, can we just say after that Derek Lewis fight that I think we should just say fuck it and go ahead and do Tom Aspinall versus Derek Lewis. I mean, why not at this point? Tom Aspinall knocks people out all the time in the first round, under a minute kind of thing, or under the first couple minutes. So is Derek from time to time. I think it's just a fun fight versus, like, instead of Serial Gun, dude, like, so inconsistent recently. And, yeah, I think we just say fuck it, have an entertaining fight. Derek Lewis versus Tom Aspinall for the heavyweight championship. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
What do you think?
I'm in.
I think I'm in too.
Cyril Gane first, though. Do Cyril Gane, and then who do we give? Winner of Sergey Pavlovich, Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess so. Just give me Derek Lewis title shot. Skip Cyril.
I'm in for whatever. Just give Tom Aspinall fighting.
Exactly.
Hey, guys. Shout out to New York Rick, GC, both on-air Jordan and off-air Vacation Jordan, Andy, camera guy Nick. My name's Bo Allen Collins. I am based in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey.
Shout out again, GC.
Shout out, brother.
I'll make it quick. It's Sunday. Great weekend of fights. A friend just stood me up for brunch.
Oh.
So there I am alone.
Fuck.
And this is where I get to my Frank shout out. Not only for the getting stood up,
It wasn't me.
I also boldly decided to order an iced coffee, and you guessed it, just a shrimp cocktail. Although I immediately regret this decision, especially from the look on the waiter's face, I press forward. Needless to say, I paid in cash to prevent my name from being read on my card, because I now too would like to remain mysterious for being the idiot who decided to pair the worst two things I've ever had simultaneously. It takes a special person. And after getting home and sitting there thinking for about an hour, I'm not even mad. You are one of a kind, Frank. Shout out.
Oh, shout out.
Goosebumps.
What a call that was. That was so good. How does it feel, Frank, that there was some guy in Atlanta ordering a heinous combination after getting stood up for brunch because of you?
It's nice.
That is
it's on brand.
That is insane.
Also, for anyone else who might want to try, it's an acquired taste. Don't jump into it.
What do you start with? How do you ease into it?
Maybe skip the cocktail sauce the first time. Just enjoy the shrimp. Maybe go a little light on the milk or the cream.
Maybe like a popcorn shrimp and an espresso martini or something. Like just
That's
like
how
an ease in.
You build.
An ease in. I mean, yeah, the shrimp cocktail with the iced coffee is just
delicious. I want it right now.
What up, boys? Donnie D, Double Davis. Shout-outs all around.
Shout out, Don.
It is time. It is PFL Cape Town weekend. 2 p.m. Tune in. PFL app. Tell your friend to tell a friend that PFL has an app. Second order of business, biggest shout-out to the Uncrowned Discord's second annual Fantasy MMA League draft. It was a ton of fun. I obviously am in there under a pseudonym, but I'm really excited about my team, and I have to shout out specifically Cross, our fearless commissioner, getting through that draft. It was alcohol-soaked and a ton of fun.
Shout out Cross.
Before I get into my team, just want to brag on myself how good I did.
Shout out to you guys.
GC, Rick, GC's Irish cousin, Pete C. Feel free to answer this as well, Frank. Anybody in the back. Who would you draft first, and have you ever considered doing an uncrowned fantasy MMA league? All right, let me put you on speaker real quick. I'm going to pull up my team, just make sure I don't forget anybody.
Number one in the draft right now.
Ilya.
Probably.
Bear with me.
Yeah,
I'm outside right now in sunny, overcast Cape Town. It is winter down here. Didn't consider that, but that means beautiful 60-degree weather. Here we go. Don Davis's Fantasy MMA League. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, let's hear it.
First, I drafted Connor Matthews. And unfortunately, this is only UFC fighters, but we're working on them to include PFL. First round, and I had first pick of the entire league, Connor Matthews. Second, I took Lucas Bresky. After that, I got Junior Tafa. Wasn't eligible to draft Justin because he was fighting the night that we did the draft, but he would have been on there. Next up, I took Anfield Jubilee, and I rounded it out in the fifth round. Cannot believe this was still possible to draft on the board. Kiefer Crosby. So let me know what you think. And again, have you all ever considered doing a uncrowned official SAS MMA League fantasy? And who would be your first round pick if you had pick of any UFC fighters? Thanks. No video game news. Been so busy, with PFL Cape Town and this draft. But stay tuned. Thanks.
Gotta love him.
PFL Cape Town is going to be electric. Thank you, Don.
Middle of winter.
Team is amazing. Connor Matthews, Anshul Jubilee, Kiefer Crosby. Is it a keeper league?
Junior Tafa.
Junior Tafa, not Justin. Yeah. I think.
I actually think wasn't Junior the one fighting, so he could have drafted.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Junior Tafa.
Eye for talent. That Don Davis.
Eye for talent. Hopefully, they get the PFL fighters in that draft soon.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a bad idea for us to do a draft like that one day. I feel like that could be a better editorial thing, though.
Would it be like, who are you starting an MMA league with?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think Ilya and Hamza would be pretty quickly off the board.
What's up, boys in the back? Shout out GC. Shout out Con. Shout out Rick. My bad. A little bit fucked up right now. The heat has been getting to me. Just really wanted to shout you guys out. Say, you've been on a legendary run from the Las Vegas shows, having Petesy in studio, all the other guests that have been in there. You guys have just really helped fill some of the downtime between my job. I work as a plumber, so, I'm alone all the time doing service calls and stuff. It's just nice just to have a little something to kill the time, make the day go by quicker. Love combat sports. I got my fiance into it. We talk. We watch the event. Had to call and say what up. Shout out my boy Junior, and keep doing what you guys are doing, man. Thanks so much. Peace.
Shout out, brother. Shout out to
Appreciate
Junior.
that.
Do you think he was referring
Super
to Junior
nice.
Tafa?
For sure.
Absolutely.
My guy. Appreciate
Justin wasn't available, so you shouted out Junior.
Hey, so this is like the 9th time I'm calling. I'm going to call in every single week, for as long as this podcast is alive. But, about the fight, the fighting for the mailman, you can give them whatever ounce love, but let's do some BKFC with the rail, man, with the rail packages, with the long trucks. I'm talking FedEx, UPS. I ain't talking postal services, £1 each package. I'm talking 150 to the third floor type package. We're in a different bracket. We're a different breed. No offense to postal services. Let's talk about that. Plus, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's about 118 when I'm delivering out there, so I don't think they could bring any heat. Where do I sign up? There needs to be some type of system where I can put my name in. I respect what you guys do, and more importantly, shout out to Frank. Yeah.
Shout out to Frank, man.
Shout out.
Shout out to Frank.
I feel like there's going to be a documentary in the future, and these are going to be the highlights of like this is where the birth of the league came from, the mailman.
I can't. I'm starting to get itchy.
The BTS.
I'm ready to get it going. I'm ready to get it going.
We need some help organize. Like, I haven't been able to track all the mailman calls. We need somebody to go back and be like, who are the names?
And we need a promoter. We need a
face of it.
Yeah.
James Tahuno?
That'd be something. That would be something. Mailman Fight League Commissioner James Tahuna joins us now on the line.
What's good? It's your boy Bodkins. I just got done lifting weights, not like the weights like Conor McGregor, but actual real weights. Boys, now that you guys are all big-time Netflix stars, I got to ask you, if you had the pen, I guess you could say, and you could write the perfect ending to Dustin the Diamond Poirier's final fight this Saturday, how would you write it? I need to know from two big Netflix stars. Y'all have a good weekend. Bodkins out.
Shout out to Bodkins. Yeah, original series coming soon. The Men in the Crowd. Expected to debut in 2026. Perfect ending, in my opinion, would be like a 4th or 5th round stoppage for Dustin Poirier.
Like a war, and then he gets it at the very end.
War, crowd is on tilt, everyone's going nuts, it's wild, and then he gets the stoppage in the 4th or 5th round, walks it off. Beautiful interview in the octagon with his family right there. Package rolls, that's it. You get the gloves, the final shot, bloody gloves laying on the octagon. He's out of here.
Any argument for a first round, 10-second, did him dirty and just walk out?
I think that would be cool, but then on the flip side of that, I would be like, oh God, Max's chin is completely shot now.
Yeah.
And B, you don't get the like, God, this is fucking crazy. You want the back and forth. You want the crowd to get hyped up, to have this build to where it's like, oh my God, I think he's gonna finish on Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Yeah. I go 4th round, Diamond stoppage. Perfect storybook ending.
Okay. One more before we press the button. Set the scene. Back and forth war. No, Frank, hold on. Tied 2-2.
Okay.
And it's heading into the 5th. Oh wow, they're slugging. Can't believe this. It's so close.
Yeah. Dustin does the point.
Dustin does the point. 5th round,
Max
10 seconds left.
Max gives it to him too.
Yeah, fuck.
That'd be amazing. Because remember, we didn't get the point, like the 10-second point, but in the second one, Dustin walked out early in the 5th round, and Max while he was like still sitting getting some water, he did the point and stood up and was like, "Come on, man, let's get at it."
God, if we get a point, I don't know, I might lose my shit. If we get a point in this one, I might lose my shit.
I might lose my shit because what's the closest that's come to it? Royval Van?
Oh, to like that exact type of thing? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's been some guys that like stood and slug it before, but yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing quite like the
Max. There's been a lot of points that ended up being nothing.
Well, they point and then they start like circling.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dustin
and Max with the point, but Dustin does it. I mean, that would be pretty special.
That'd be amazing. All right, Frank, anytime, man.
This is 24 subs. Live instant reaction to the worst take of GC's all time.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't watch movies before 1998. So you've never seen Lawrence of Arabia, never seen Heat, maybe you've never seen Titanic, never seen Shawshank. You've never seen so much cinema you have missed. Come on, man. That can't be real. You've never seen the Ninja Turtles when we were kids? Come on, dude. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real. I kind of forget how much we fuck around on this show.
Yeah.
Like, how much is just like dumb bits. I have obviously seen many of those movies, especially Shawshank. I had to push Frank for years to see Shawshank Redemption.
Great movie.
Have seen endless movies, obviously, made before 1998.
What'd you think of Blade Runner?
I was born before 1998. Blade Runner I didn't love. You talked me into that. I thought it was pretty good, but like...
The original or the remake?
Harrison Ford. Thought it was pretty good.
He was in both. So.
I like the remake better. I mean, he was a side character.
I get it
in the remake.
I feel like it's fair to say though, like you'd rather watch a new movie than go back. You'd rather be pushing forward.
I mean, the Meg clears Jaws. That's actually my greatest take of all time. I'm actually the most woke when it comes to shark movies, and that's that the Meg is better than Jaws.
Remind me, the point is always that the shark in Jaws looks so shitty, right?
It's just so shitty. It's just so like old. Like if you showed someone who had never seen any movies ever, you showed them Jaws and then you showed them the Meg, they would be like, "Oh, that one was like shit. It looked terrible. This one was fucking crazy. This bald dude Jason Statham was on one. Did you see the fucking shark in this shit?" I'm talking someone who's never seen movies ever, some alien. They would never pick Jaws. They wouldn't be like, "Oh, look at the cinematography from Steven Spielberg. It's like such a great story. This revolutionized shark movies." They'd be like, "No, look at the fucking Meg. That shit is crazy."
It is a great take. It is a truly inspired take.
For Jaws, they didn't want to show the shark because they were like, "This looks like shit. We're gonna lose everyone."
Yeah.
They try to show it as minimally as possible.
Yeah, and my favorite part is like how like angry it makes everyone.
Gets them riled up.
It's just like the worst take of all.
It's like my Lord of the Rings. It gets people angry.
So good.
Rick, GC, Frank, you sausage. It's me, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Shout out.
Calling. They
Shout
say, Tyson,
Gypsy
you're going
King?
to fight again.
Gypsy King?
Are you going to fight Usyk? I'm not going to fight Usyk. I beat Usyk. Beat him twice from pillar to post. They said, Tyson, are you going to fight AJ? I'm not going to fight AJ.
Shout out Don, if you can do this impression.
I'd cooked a little sausage on a campfire in my back garden. They said, Tyson, who are you going to fight? I said, I'm going to fight you, James Tahuna.
That's where it ends.
That's where it ends. Tyson Fury versus James Tahuna.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Tyson.
I really appreciate that. Appreciate that call.
See if we can get it done, James Tahuna.
James.
What's up, boys? It's Tom here from New Jersey.
What's up, Tom?
Shout out New Jersey.
Yeah, you beat me.
I just wanted to chime in real quick on the mailman thing here. I was a mailman once, and if any of these other mailmen that call in had an office that are anywhere similar to what mine are, and they made it through being a CCA to becoming a full-time regular, then you guys just don't have any respect for yourselves. It was the worst experience of my life. Fuck the United States Postal Service. I'll fight any mailman that disagrees with me. So now that I got that out of the way, question for Rick.
He's a rogue mailman.
Specifically. I'm a longtime fan. Had quite a few amateur MMA fights myself.
Sick.
Started watching in like 2008 in high school, and I'm having a real hard time watching these days. I think the product has gotten just such shit lately, especially over the last couple of years. And I've really only watched like the big pay-per-views, the big fights. I'll be watching, Dustin and Max this weekend.
For sure.
If you weren't working in the business, would you still be watching the product, or are you having a tough time watching it as well? That's it. Thanks, boys. Appreciate you guys taking my call. And again, fuck the United States Postal Service. Peace out.
I'll fight any mailman. He just wants he's anti-mail.
If you are a USPS man in New Jersey, watch your toes for Tom, because
He's coming.
if you lose his package, you're fucked. You're fucked. He's got amateur fights on his record. He's gonna beat your ass. Yeah, I mean, like it's hard not to argue that like the product is down from like the pinnacle, the peak that we've seen it at. Would I still be a fan if I wasn't working in it? That's a difficult question, because
Would you still watch everything?
There's no chance. No chance. I will say that definitively, I would not watch everything. Like, say we get a call tomorrow and it's like, yo, Yahoo Sports on Crown, shit's over. You're done. We ain't coming back tomorrow.
But we're not. We're here for you.
We're
not going anywhere.
Not going to happen. Say I got that call, and then it's just like, I'm watching this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch a decent amount of Abu Dhabi, but then like, bro, I'm not watching again until the Chicago card.
No Apex, none of that
Fuck
stuff.
no way. I'll catch the highlights.
I think I'd still be watching just because it's such a habit. It's so ingrained.
Yeah. I would almost feel like it would feel like a touch freeing to be like, yeah, I'm not watching the Apex card.
Yeah.
And I don't need to see what happens, and I don't need to know.
Well, it kind of is an indictment to a certain degree that like the sport has come to this point where like it does feel like you can skip, because it previously used to feel like you couldn't. That was kind of the feeling that I'm imagining he is like hearkening back to. I think I'd still watch everything, but I think it's also a product beyond, like, no doubt, I believe that the UFC product is low. Like the week to week UFC product is diminished. There's a lower caliber of card and fighter. But
there's also the struggle for attention just generally. Not even just related to UFC. There are just so many other things you could be doing that no longer now feels as pressing, right? Before, when it was like, I could either be watching basketball or the UFC, so I'll watch the UFC. You do that. Now it's like, well, I could actually be on TikTok, or I could be doing this, or I could be doing that, or I could be doing that. There's been such a development in the opportunities for people to do a million other activities. You're no longer fighting for attention between just like, watch this or this. It's now like, do I do something completely different? Am I on my phone instead? It's harder and harder, and it just doesn't feel like everything is as essential anymore.
But I guess also a way to play devil's advocate, it would be, we're not working in it at all. So now I would be looking forward to the weekend to watch it.
That's
because
true.
I haven't been ingrained in it all.
You haven't been only consuming that, and you can just be like, oh shit, I get to watch this. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
that's
don't
the way
know
it would
the
be.
answer. I think I'd probably still consume everything, but I guess it wouldn't be as urgent, right? We need to
Yeah.
consume everything, but I guess it wouldn't be as urgent.
Yeah, Will in the chat says y'all are just jaded, which just isn't true. Like, I still love
It's great.
watching this.
The
Like,
best
it's
of
like-
the best of it makes me so excited. I am like vibrating at Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway.
Dude, and I love so many sports. Like, love football, love basketball, love, like, I watch tennis, I watch Tour de France, I watch baseball. All these sports have grown up my whole life being a diehard sports fan. Peak MMA, top of the top. Max Holloway knockout at UFC 300,
God.
Ilya knockout over Max, Ilya knocking out Charles, like all of the just like the best moments we've seen in the last year. It's just like, it is the number one sport. When it is at its absolute peak, like you literally get on like a high. It's incredible.
Yeah, the adrenaline is nuts for
It
that.
just feels like there's longer valleys between the peaks these days.
What's up, boys in the back? This is Chris from Wrexham, North Wales.
Shout out.
I'm the one who
Shout out
sent in the
Wrexham.
children's book about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe
Oh, Chris.
Again, thank you so much for the shout out and the little mini plug on the show.
No, thank
It
you,
meant so
Chris.
much to me.
Thank you for the book,
so
Chris.
much. Big thank you to all you guys. Love your show. Gets me through every single week. I work a lot on my own, so I get to listen to you guys every single week, every single day of the week now, which is just spot on. Love it. So thank you. I've been a big fan for a long time. So quickly, two little questions. First question is, do you think the version of Max Holloway that showed up against Justin Gaethje at UFC 300, if that version of Max Holloway was able to fight Khabib when all that stuff went down in New York City, when Iaquinta stepped in the end,
Oh boy.
if Max Holloway got there in this version that was at 300, what kind of chance would he have had against like Khabib? Second question, if you could make just one of these potential super fights that we've had dangled in front of our noses over the past few years, which one would you pick? Silva versus GSP. Silva versus GSP. Silva versus Jones. Makachev versus Poirier. If you could pick one of those to happen, where both fighters are in their prime, which would you like to see? Again, thanks for the show. Love you guys. All the best. Peace.
All right, let's go back to Max versus Khabib. I still ride Khabib pretty clearly on that one.
Especially with the wrestling capabilities of him, that being his strength, it would just be able to thwart Max.
His best thing neutralizes Max's best thing.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best at anything, in any discipline, in anything that anybody does in the octagon. He was one of the best at a thing. He was the best at one thing, and he was fucking tremendous at it. Maybe better than anybody else has been at any other thing. Pure wrestling, pure grappling, his ability to get people down, he was a freak of nature. Probably the best at any one thing. So it just neutralizes Max so specifically and easily. I would definitely lean Khabib there. I still would have liked to see it. I think that would have been fun, but still, shout out to our boy Iaquinta for getting that short notice opportunity.
In terms of the fight,
GSP
Silva, GSP Khabib, or were the primes too different?
I would go GSP Silva.
Yeah, just because they're such goats. Like, it would be such an insane matchup to be able to look
at the
back
time it could have been made, it would have felt so monumental. Jones versus Silva, I don't think is very competitive. I think Jones probably dismantles him. That version of Jones was not losing to a middleweight Anderson Silva. And Islam and Ilya, I don't think is off the table. So I don't think of that in the same category of like I will never get an opportunity at this. Like that could still realistically happen. That to me doesn't feel like oh my God, far away possibility. I would have really liked to see GSP versus Silva, and it just never materialized.
That was a great call. Great questions.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Chris who wrote Maisie's Marvelous Mistake. Available on Amazon. Go get it.
Available on Amazon. Go leave a 5-star review as well for Maisie's Marvelous Mistake.
And that's it, I think, for the voicemails.
That is it. Oh, for all the voicemails. Yes, Frankie. Yeah, you just yapped in my ear. I mean, we could have just said it on the air, you know? We're not that serious. We're not that buttoned up.
Do we have any super chats? Do we have anything else to address?
Super chats. I don't know, do we?
What the fuck?
Plus Money
Frankie's
says,
moody. They did it.
cheers.
Remember they did it last week? They were like, what'd they say?
First
They were like,
UFC
no
in
super chats.
person
Don't
in my
ask for them.
hometown.
I was like, do we do the super chats?
LFGDP.
Oh, that's going to be incredible. In your hometown? That's amazing.
It's going to be sick.
Enjoy, brother.
It's going to be a fucking, like, it's going to be Mardi Gras. It's going to be a Dustin Poirier Mardi Gras.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Make sure to get some Smoothie King on Saturday.
Shout out to the Smoothie King.
Cosmo Kramer writes in, favorite Shane Gillis joke from the ESPYs?
The WNBA one was pretty hilarious. That was
the one where he faked that it was.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, he's just like, give it up, 4-time WNBA All-Star Daisy Hicks is here. And like it just shows a random woman in the crowd and was like, yeah. And he's just like, yeah, just kidding. That's my friend's wife. I knew y'all didn't know WNBA players.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's crazy that y'all just clapped for her. He had some good ones, though. He had some good ones.
Sammy says, big boxing fan as UFC, but will be watching Dustin versus Max ahead of the boxing, as it will be my way of celebrating Dustin's great UFC career.
By the way, I feel like you can do both, but to me, the biggest fight of the weekend is Dustin versus Max.
I think for us.
What do you think is the biggest
I think
fight?
globally it's going to be
because
Usyk
of the
versus
unification.
Dubois.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean biggest and no.
It's at
right.
Wembley. It's going to be
right.
sold
no,
out.
You're right. That's stupid. You're right. That is the biggest fight of the weekend. The best fight, the one that I am looking forward to the most is Dustin.
Without a doubt, Dustin Max, no doubt.
And Sammy comes back. Great show, crew. What happens if Dustin wins the BMF belt? Does he vacate, seeing as this is his last fight? Shout out from Sweden.
Shout out, Sammy.
Shout out. What are those Swedish crowns?
Kroners.
Kroners. Shout out to Sweden, man. I would love to go there one day. That would be incredible. Yeah. What does happen?
I guess the same thing that happened with Masvidal. Like Masvidal, like at some point gave it away, right? Like didn't he was there when Justin and I don't fucking. The BMF is like the BMF is impossible to track, impossible to pin down. Nobody really like has quite an understanding of what it actually means in terms of significance. But maybe I said this. I said after UFC was Max's knockout at 300 or 313? 300. I said at 300 they should retire BMF. They should get rid of it. Max did the knockout that you're ever going to see. The only way that BMF will ever be interesting again. They should have retired it then. Here's another shot. If Dustin Poirier wins and he can walk out and just be the last BMF champion, there is no more BMFs. He is the ultimate BMF. He walks away. He's done. He's holding it. I'm the BMF. That would be fantastic, and I think they should do that. Just let him hold it forever. He is the BMF. There are no other BMFs. The BMF has died with Dustin Poirier. That would be great.
Clutch Attitude from yesterday writes back in, Frank, you're the man. Boys, yesterday Marab won an ESPYs. So inspiring. Who are you expected to win MMA Fighter of the Year next year? So, I'll give you 3 to pick. Tom Aspinall, Taporia, Kayla Laval.
Frank cannot read, bro.
I think Jordan was also talking to him, though.
I'm encouraging him as he makes these mistakes, but I'm like, this is just, I don't understand how it keeps getting worse.
He did win an ESPY for best male UFC fighter, I believe.
Yeah.
And Kayla won best female UFC fighter. Who will win next year? That's a good question.
I don't know. What is the period of time?
I have no idea.
Because it's not like calendar year. It
should have been Ilya, in my opinion, for male.
Yeah, it's not that. It's like there's like a weird thing. When we used to work at ESPN, we used to do social stuff for the ESPYs, and it was like a June to June type thing. I think it is like from last June to now. Maybe Ilya still wins it for next year, though.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I really hold no weight in the ESPYs, and like the UFC doesn't get the Kayla one they just did reading coming back for commercial. They were like, oh yeah, also
really?
like best snowboarder was XYZ, Best female UFC fighter was Kayla Harrison, and then just got back into the show.
we knew Merab won the ESPY like 3 days ago.
Oh, we did?
I had seen it online. Merab Dvalishvili, 2025 Male Fighter of the Year.
That stinks, though, that Kayla didn't get like a moment there.
Yeah, the ESPYs are meh.
And lastly, Terrence.
Wait, wasn't there another part to that? Did I make that up?
Yep.
Did he? Like, who do we think next year? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to the EPSIs.
Terrence finishes us off. Could Ilya be 40 without another fight?
No. Good. What did you even fucking think that meant?
Is that not what it says?
Yo, the Frank can't read allegations are getting stronger by the day. Could Ilya
to be fair, he actually did read that correctly. It's just
I guess he technically did.
It's not what it's supposed
Could
to
Ilya
be.
be fighter of the year without another fight?
Oh.
You also said it so fast. It sounded like you said 40. We need to get Frankie's Maisie's marvelous mistake.
Oh, I have a copy right here.
If you could just read it for us, that'd be great.
Oh shit!
All right. Could he be fighter of the year?
Fucking for sure.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he only has the Charles one.
Yeah, but if he gets another one,
well, you think like who has the potential? No. He said without fighting again.
Oh, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Wait, when was Max?
Max was October of last year.
Oh yeah, then no.
Yeah, like Josh Van's gonna have a great potential if Pantoja fights. Jack Della if he fights again.
Has anybody got 2 big ones in already?
I don't think so. But remember, DDP defended his belt earlier this year, and if he beats Hamzat,
Okay, yeah, if he beats Hamzat, that's
defenses.
2 massive ones. Marab was January, no?
Marab was January. Okay. He could fight again.
So if that's 2, he has 2 big ones already. If he gets a third,
yeah, I don't even think he's in the lead right now to be male fighter of the year anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean
needs to fight again.
It's a massive win, but he needs another big one. I'll say though, his case with like 2, like it was last year, where it was like Volk and Max. Like you can definitely give a guy after 2 big wins. So he would need one more big one. If it is Charles and Islam, he's in the conversation for sure. He's 100% in the conversation. But it needs
if
like
it's Charles and Islam, I think that's a stamp.
I mean, DDP with 2, maybe even 3 wins, including Hamzat, could be.
I'm putting the Islam one over Hamzat. Plus that one's in August. So who knows if we see
number 1 pound for pound is pretty.
Yeah,
pretty significant.
Is that it, Frankie?
Yes, it is.
All right, that'll do it here for us on the Boys in the Back. Make sure to watch Boys in the Bayou. Make sure to watch.
We went high today.
That was a big one, a longer one today, but worth it for the big weekend in combat sports. Make sure to watch The Crack tomorrow. Birthday boy today, Petesy, will be hosting that one. He'll just be looking ahead to a massive, massive weekend in combat sports. More coverage to get you ready to go. El Diamante, Saturday night, we'll be watching right here on the UFC Uncrowned UFC 318 watch party. Watch us say bon voyage to El Diamante. Go watch Fight Bill. Go watch his old fights, man. Pay homage to a legend. Take it in. The last time we ever get to watch Dustin Poirier enter the octagon, and he's got a great dance partner, Max Holloway. It's going to be scenes. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Enjoy the Crack tomorrow. Enjoy the watch party on Saturday, and we'll see you back on Monday with the Ariel Helwani Show. Thank you so much for watching.